And what's good, everyone? Welcome back in here once again to Behind the Arc Basketball. Appreciate you guys for stopping by, being a part here once again on this stream, as we're going to have a huge game going down here tonight here. Big 12 title game going down on board. Number 5 seed Oklahoma State versus the number 3 seed Texas. Texas automatically advanced. They were supposed to take on Kansas last night, but Kansas withdrew from the Big 12 tournament. And I'll be covering play-by-play for you guys once again here. So welcome back on the stream here. We got Behind the Arc fan, Ethan, Warren, Goody, Jackson, welcome in here as well. Jackson going out for his Longhorns tonight out in this one, and hopefully a good game. These games have been so close throughout, like, all today. What's been going on? It's been crazy, all the games going on so far. Illinois just won over Iowa 82-71, so Illinois in the Big Ten title game. Iona with Rick Pitino, what a story. A 9 seed. They're in like a 50-day pause at one point. Did not play from December to early February. And Iona, 30 seconds away from getting the automatic qualifier out of the MAAC. Over Fairfield, up by 9, 60-51. LSU taking on Alabama tomorrow. SEC title game. LSU beat Arkansas 78-71. And then Cincinnati over Wichita State today as well. KD, welcome in the stream here. It was a couple of days ago. It was actually Ethan who helped me out with that, with the channel header that we have. So it's pretty cool. He made a pretty sick banner for my channel header. What's good, Major? Welcome to the stream here. Taking Texas in this one. Ethan as well going out for Texas. Warren taking Oklahoma State in this game. Huge game going on board between these two teams. Oklahoma State, biggest win of the season over Baylor last night. And then Texas with Matt Coleman game-tying and game-winning free throw to get the W over Texas Tech with 1 second left to go in the quarterfinals of the Big 12 tournament. And they were ripping through the threes. Last game, 11 for 26 from the perimeter against Texas Tech. But they're going to jump from the worst perimeter defense with Texas Tech in the Big 12 over to the best tonight with Oklahoma State that really limited Baylor from the perimeter. Hey, what's good? Woody, welcome on the stream here, man. Lucas, welcome to the stream here. He's taking Oklahoma State here. But he puts out should be Baylor instead in this title game. And Baylor just could not find a closing moment themselves yesterday. Yeah, Memphis and Houston, that's going to start. That's an odd time. Yeah, so that's going to start soon. Yeah, Iona didn't do that bad in the conference. They're 9 seed. Yeah, it's based on overall record, and they didn't play many games because they were on like a 50-day pause. So give it up for Iona, because Iona's going to be going dancing in the tournament. Should be tipping off in a couple moments, everybody. Glad to have you guys back at the stream once again. Doubleheader tonight as it will be going down. This one, Oklahoma State, Texas, and then after this game, Florida State versus Georgia Tech, ACC title game. My prediction for tonight, I'm going to take Oklahoma State in this game. So I love what they showed me yesterday. Man, they're just downhill, driving to the bucket constantly on attack mode all game long for Oklahoma State. I like the Cowboys here, 71-67 for my prediction. Yeah, everybody's talking about Cade Cunningham. No one is talking about Avery Anderson putting up some big numbers lately. Caleb Boone, great interior presence for Oklahoma State. Ronald Walker, Isaac Likely, a terrific 6'5" rebounding guard for the Cowboys. And it's just not one player here on this team for the Cowboys that makes this team pop and be able to pick up upset W's. It is the full team. Everybody's chipping in. That's the same thing. Go down the list here with Illinois. It's just not Ayo Dosunmu and Kofi Coburn. It goes down the list with Curbelo, Miller, Grandison has come out on fire lately for Grandison for Illinois, and they got multiple players who can produce there. Trent Frazier as well. Do I think that Texas can win today? I'm going to predict Oklahoma State for my prediction, but I think it's going to be a close game. I feel like it could very well come down to the final possession. Favorite college player, that would be, I'll go with James Bouknight there for favorite college player. Even though also love watching this year, Cunningham, Dosunmu, Jalen Suggs. Yeah, unfortunate for UConn, they lost against Creighton yesterday, so Creighton versus Georgetown in the title game tonight in the Big East. What's good, Ryan? Welcome on the stream here. Predicted the score to Illinois game. Wow. So you got that one with your prediction. Yeah, so Big East rival, actually my favorite player. He's a really smooth player. And Iona is just going dancing, so Iona just got the MAAC championship. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action here, play-by-play, college games, also NBA games as well. I'm behind Eric Basketball. And hopefully we're going to have a great night here, for sure. Going out with 2 great games here I'll be covering for. Memphis-Houston, that game just tipped off. We'll keep you updated with the Mountain West as well. We're about 4 minutes away from tip-off between Oklahoma State versus Texas in the Big 12 title game. Yeah, Michigan had a look from 3. It was just bad look that they had with Mike Smith. They had time because I think he took a 3 with around like well over a second left to go. So I would say definitely making an extra pass to an open man would have helped out there in that case for Michigan. I would have went for the 2 instead of the 3-point shot. Preston, welcome to the stream here. He's taking Oklahoma State by 4 in this one, 73-69. So we'll keep on updating you guys throughout scores here tonight for college basketball. Already have over 30 plus people on the stream. You guys are awesome here for stopping by, being a part here on the channel. As we're gonna have a big game going down here. I'll be covering play-by-play for the Cowboys this season. Cade Cunningham entering this game. Last 11 games averaging around 21 points per game. And it's not only Cunningham here, it's multiple players who has really stepped up their game. Avery Anderson scoring around 16 points per game in the last 7 games for Anderson. And they know how to close out games. They got a closer with Cunningham. 4-0 this season in overtime games. Last game they took against Texas was back on a Saturday afternoon last month, I believe. And Oklahoma State won that game in double overtime. This is going to be one of the only times that Ethan not watching this game. I'm going to watch Utah State, San Diego State in the Mountain West Championship. Yeah, crazy. Georgetown could be dancing, and I predict that they will. I like that matchup for Georgetown. They are physical. They are big. Qudus Wahab inside the interior, and I think they're going to give Creighton a lot of fits in that game today. Creighton is hit or miss from 3. Some games they get hot, sometimes they're not from 3-point range. They're basically primarily backcourt for Creighton. And they're going to have a big task tonight in that matchup going up against more of a front court based Georgetown team. But they do have guards too on that roster that can produce as well. Ryan taking Oklahoma State in this one. Hit me up with your score predictions if you guys like. Cincinnati in the American Final. Yeah, they beat Wichita State by 1. Yeah, Michigan with an injury to Isaiah Livers, so with that injury, that was a big injury, and they haven't been playing well without Livers. So since he went down to not play today, I thought Ohio State would win, and they did for that one. Wichita State, I'm not really sold on Wichita State. Tennessee, I haven't really been on the Tennessee bandwagon or so for them this year. They're primarily defensive. When I covered a couple of their games, they got blown out both of those games. Low percentage shots by Tennessee they took. Iowa, just Illinois. They just ran into one of the hottest teams in all college hoops. Illinois, Oklahoma State, the 2 orange teams right now, red hot. And Arkansas, that was a shock. Arkansas, I caught the end of that game. Arkansas was playing sloppy in that one for today. A lot of turnovers by Arkansas, and they should have won that game. They gave it away to LSU. LSU's basically it's about their explosive offense for LSU, and their defense looked good today because Arkansas with their turnovers. Just like yesterday, Florida State they were turning it over so many times in yesterday's game. They won the game with 18 turnovers yesterday for FSU. There was a point in time I thought UNC would come storming back and win that game. Everything was going UNC's way. Yeah, it seems like Tennessee always gets cursed whenever I call their games this year. I think they're like 0-2 or 0-3 whenever I've covered their games. Yeah, I had said I'd never bet on Georgetown again. I had said that for the tournament. So I had said that in the tournament. If you're a Syracuse fan, oh, no way you're rooting for Georgetown now. No way. Lost Pupper, welcome onto the stream here, taking Oklahoma State by 2. So we're going to get ready to go tip off this one. Texas white uniforms, orange numbers, orange letters for this game. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games, college basketball games, also NBA games as well here on Behind Arc Basketball. As we're getting ready to tip this one off. Oklahoma State, black uniforms, orange numbers, orange letters. Should be a phenomenal game here. The Cowboys, they're reminding me of the Miami Heat back in the bubble. What they were doing. Took it all the way to the NBA Finals, and this Oklahoma State team, they are playing with passion and joy just like that. They control the tip. Cunningham lobs it over the top. That is a bucket. 8 seconds through as Caleb Boone throws down the alley-oop slam right there. Oklahoma State on the board first. Texas first possession. Dribble at the right elbow. Pass underneath. Ramey over to Sims. Sims puts it up and good for 2. 2-2 even so far. What to watch out for in this matchup tonight. Oklahoma State, number 1 3-point defending team in the Big 12, going up against the number 1 3-point shooting team in the Big 12 with Texas. Should be a good one. Cowboys have it, second possession. At the right wing perimeter. Ball into the hands here of Likely. Over to Caleb Boone. Passes outside, and they're going to move it back over to Caleb Boone again. Backs his way. Floats up the shot. That's good for 2. Banks it up and in off the backboard. That's good for 2. So Caleb Boone now on the board. 19 minutes left to go. What a dunk indeed. Throw down off the alley-oop to start out for Caleb Boone. So Caleb Boone just scored. It was Alexander Moncrief got the first dunk. Texas now has it. Sims double team. Bounce past the right wing. Shot fake Jones. Jones passes right baseline. Stripped to the ball. It's tipped up, and Alexander Moncrief comes up with a steal for the Cowboys. Oklahoma State now third possession. Cunningham at the top. Dribbles at the left elbow for Cunningham. Back around the perimeter as he is guarded by Andrew Jones. 18-20 left to go. Cunningham. Entry pass inside. Ball into the hands of Caleb Boone. Moves it out to the right wing. They dribble right baseline. Puts up the shot. Gets blocked by Texas. Ball's in the ground. Oklahoma State picks it up. That shot. Banks it, but they travel with it. So no good by Alexander Moncrief. And Texas going to have the basketball back. Quincy, welcome to the stream here. Anthony, welcome to the stream. How far will BYU make it to the tournament? All depends on who they match up with. I think they're capable of winning a first round game. I love the fight. I love the fight against Gonzaga. So I think they're really capable of winning a first round game. All depends on the matchup. Jumper off the back iron, missed it. No good by Texas. They grabbed the offensive rebound. Sims has it now. Passes back out to the top. Coleman bobbled it. Able to get it back though. Coleman moves it out to the right wing. Ball into the hands of Ramey. Ramey dribbles. Now shot fake. Passes left corner, 3 in the air, hit the rim short, no good by Kai Jones, but they snagged offensive rebounds. Texas still has it, 17.5 left to go. Entry pass, Sims, bounce pass underneath Kai Jones. Kai Jones puts up the shot, and that will be a bucket and a foul. That is good for 2 by Kai Jones and 1, going up at the free throw line. Oregon State, Colorado prediction. Ooh. I'm going to take Colorado there, barely. I think it's going to be close. Colorado almost lost to Cal. They did in conference play, but they almost did in the Big 12 tournament. That free throw is no good. I'm going to say Colorado 66-62. 17:25 left to go. 4-4 to score as Texas missed the free throw. Texas 0-6 in the Big 12 championship game. Who I root for in the tournament? Probably UConn, since they're the closest team to me. Oklahoma State gets the inbound pass, gets deflected, and Texas tried to come up with a steal but stepped out of bounds. Yes, Memphis must win rest of the way to get in. So yeah, that's correct. So Memphis just outside the tournament. Oklahoma State grabs the inbound. Pass over to Cunningham. Wide open 3. Missed it. Off the mark. Rebound back to Texas. Texas has the ball approaching 17 minutes left to go. At the left wing perimeter for the Longhorns as they have it. Andrew Jones. He dribbles. He's guarded as he will move it inside, and that's a turnover. Bad pass by Ramey, swung it outside to Coleman, off the mark and out of bounds. Yeah, that's right. Hartford punched their ticket today. Hartford limited UMass Lowell, I think, to like their fewest points this season. 16:50 left to go. Pass free throw circle. And that ball deflected out of bounds from behind. It's out of bounds by Kai Jones. What's good, D. Wade? Welcome back on the stream here. Once again, Delaware out in the house once again. Did I think BYU was going to win against Gonzaga? No, but I love how they pushed them in that game. That was a game that Gonzaga really needed. They needed to be pushed. Jumper, good for 2 at the free throw circle by Cunningham. Off the handoff. Oklahoma State leads at 16.5 left to go. Oh, Texas, bad pass in the inbound. Oklahoma State comes up with a steal, and it leads to an easy layup. That is a gift right there. So Texas with a couple miscues already. Longhorns have it back. Jacks up a 3 straight away. That one got the bounce. Good for the triple by Matt Coleman. Hit the front rim, bounced to the back, and went into the net. Luck of the bounce right there. 1-point game. Jumper, Cunningham, right elbow, missed it off the mark. Rebound goes right back over to Texas. Texas pass up the court. Bounce pass behind the defense. Oh, with a block by Cunningham, but they're going to call him with a blocking foul. So it's going to send Texas going up to the line, shooting 2 for Kai Jones. Yellow Man, welcome in here once again. Yeah, Oklahoma State beat Baylor. I'm taking Oklahoma State here. So D. Wade taking Oklahoma State as well in this one. First free throw, Kai Jones drills it. Yes, Texas is going to be in the tournament. Nag, welcome to the stream here. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Welcome in here, everybody. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, college hoops, NBA games as well. Hit me up in the chat, by the way, who you're rooting for out in this matchup, Oklahoma State or Texas. Second free throw, Texas drills it by Kai Jones. So the Longhorns on top by 1. 16 minutes left to go. Oklahoma now with the basketball. Yes, Kansas is in the tournament. So Kansas and Virginia, as of now, they're in the tournament unless they withdraw. But no new news about that. They're still both in the tournament. Pass underneath, shot fake. Caleb Boone puts it up, missed it. Hit the front rim, Cowboys. It's going to be Longhorns who grab the rebounds. Texas attacks the lane down the drive to the bucket. That's good for 2. Pulling it right out of the Oklahoma State playbook here. Kai Jones with 2 with a layup. And Oklahoma State, they've been the team on attack mode all season long. Just like that. Pass underneath. Missed it. Though a foul. It's going to send the Cowboys to the line shooting 2. 15:34 left to go. Something we'll have to keep in mind here. Going to have to monitor the fouls throughout this game. Texas fouls more than anybody else in the Big 12. And Oklahoma State, they love to attack 40 minutes straight of basketball. As they will look to see if they can put Texas in foul trouble in this matchup. We go on a timeout. As 2 free throws will be coming up after the break by Oklahoma State. Yeah, Kansas and Virginia both out of their conference tournament. So Virginia was out of the ACC tournament. That's why Georgia Tech advanced tonight to the final. And then that's why Texas advanced to the final here in this game, because Kansas dropped out yesterday for the Big 12 tournament. But they're not out for the March Madness tournament, just their conference tournament. Do I think Navy's going to be in the NCAA tournament? No, Navy already got eliminated. They already lost in the Patriot League. So it's going to be the winner of Colgate versus Loyola Maryland with a record of 6-10, I think. D-Wade was on John's stream. Ooh, sorry to hear that. Ouch. Bruins lost 4-0. Oh, man. Yeah, I can imagine there. That's rough. Alright, right now on the timeout. Welcome in, Jose. Hope all is going well, bud. Eating Chinese food right now with his girlfriend and her grandma and her mom as well. That's great, man. Vaughn's back in. He'll be right back, it looks like. Quick scoreboard update for college basketball. A couple games going down. The American Conference semifinal. Currently, Houston up against Memphis, 17-9, a game that Memphis needs to win, and they would need to win the American Conference title game to get there to the NCAA tournament. San Diego State in the Mountain West final, leading Utah State 12-9. Utah State needs to win this game to get into the tournament. SWAC tournament final going down right now, tied up at 14. Prairie View A&M, 16-4 record, perfect 13-0 in the SWAC, taking on Texas Southern as it's even 14-14. SUU. That'll be a no there for I don't even know what SUU is, but that's a no. I don't think I've seen SUU in any brackets. Quincy gonna stream Georgetown Creighton. No problem, man. Awesome. Thanks so much for the updates there. I'm gonna predict Georgetown in that game. So I will predict Georgetown, but if they get into the tournament, I will not take Georgetown in the first round of the tournament. What's the line for today's game? Let's see here. I think it was hovering between 2.5 and 3. 3. So Texas is the favorite by 3. I like the odds for Oklahoma State in this game. I actually predicted Oklahoma State. Southern Utah University, they're out. So they are out. They lost last night. Yeah, there's a lot of games going out late. So it's Montana State and Eastern Washington in the Big Sky Championship Final 10 out of 8. I'm going to predict Eastern Washington. They're the 2 seed. So that's out in the Big Sky Conference. Raven taking Oklahoma State as well. Iowa State winning the Natty. What's good, Christian? Welcome to the stream here. Butterfly, welcome to the stream. We're going to get back to action. 11-8 the score. Sorry to hear Razorbacks roll. I'm shocked about that. I predicted Arkansas to win the SEC tournament title. Welcome back in. John Cena, we got out here again. So Frito's coming up at the line. Oklahoma State shooting 2. Caleb Boone, 65% shooter. That one, the first one, no good. Second free throw, that one is good by Caleb Boone. 11-9 the score. 15.5 remaining, Texas. Able to take this one past half court with Andrew Jones. Utah's a no. Utah lost against USC. They put up a good fight, but they don't have a great record to get in for Utah, so that's a no. 15-15 left to go. Texas has it. Colorado is in the tournament, so they are in the tournament. They're also ranked in the top 25. Texas drives inside. Shot gets blocked by Oklahoma State out of bounds. 15:07 remaining. ACC Championship after this one I'll be covering. It's Georgia Tech against Florida State. David, welcome in here on the stream once again. Sorry to hear that, the Master, about Baylor for yesterday. That was an insane game I covered. So inbound coming up for Texas. 4 in the shot clock. Andrew Jones passes to the right wing. Ball into the hands of Greg Brown. Takes it. Drives down the lane. Brown, though, the shot clock expires. Launched up the shot and the floater after the shot clock expired at 0. So that's a turnover by Texas. Texas already with 3 miscues so far. One of them a bad pass from Ramey to Coleman, went out of bounds. The other one they gave up on an inbound. Easy bucket to Oklahoma State on a steal and layup by Oklahoma State. And then that one, a shot clock violation. Cowboys with 1 turnover so far, taking great care of the basketball. They pass off the cutter, watch out. Easy 2, it leads off to backdoor cut, good by Rondell Walker. 11-11. 14:45 left to go. Longhorns have the basketball. At the left elbow, they'll take the jumper. Missed it off the back iron, tipped up off the backboard. Missed shot by Greg Brown. Rebound back to the Cowboys. Cunningham dribbles. At the top of the key, Cunningham. Cunningham guarded 1-on-1 by Kai Jones. Cunningham looking to pass it, swings it over into the key now. That's Caleb Boone, backs his way in there, and Coleman swings it off the cutter. Texas having a lot of problems defending the backdoor cuts by Oklahoma State. That is good for another layup, this time by Isaac Likely. So backdoor cut, back-to-back possessions from the left baseline to underneath the basket for the Cowboys. 14:10 left to go. Of course, I'm going to be doing the tournament. Arku, welcome on the stream here. It starts on Friday indeed. Top of the key 3. Texas drills it straight away. That one goes down by Kai Jones. Longhorns with a lead. Kai Jones looking good. He's got 9 points out of the 14. Under 14 minutes left to go before halftime. Oklahoma State now with the basketball. Cunningham jacks up the 3 straight away. Missed it. Rolled around the rim and out. Rebound Texas. Brown passed up the court here. Ball into the hands of Jones. Jones will drive inside, floats up the shot, he gets fouled. Texas attacking inside. Clock will stop with 13-14 with Andrew Jones shooting 2. Great day already for David here as Illini, taking care of Iowa in that last game. And yeah, that definitely makes up for Baylor and Oregon yesterday. I cannot believe Oregon. Oregon lost to Oregon State. when knowing the history of Dana Altman, knowing the history there, they lose against their in-state rival. Oregon State, 1 game away from going dancing tonight. This is a good game indeed. First free throw good by Andrew Jones. Selection Sunday indeed tomorrow. Yeah, totally agree. UNC played his heart out last night. That was a great game. Jones, 80% shooter at the line, drills down the second one. Oklahoma State grabs the inbound. They're in their backcourt. Going to pass over to Likely. Likely has to get it past half court. Going to move it over to the right wing. Pass out right corner perimeter. And the ball into the hands of Cunningham. Cunningham now at the right wing. 13-20 left to go. Cunningham going to attack the lane. Drives inside. Floats it up. Off the back iron. Missed it. And battle for the rebound. Offensive board leads to Bernard Kuma. But he travels with it. So Oklahoma State picked up the basketball. Walked a few steps. And that's a turnover. Texas will have the ball back. 4-game winning streak by Texas. They had a part of the season, I think it was back in like February. They were going cold for Texas, and now they've fought their way back here. And this is primarily roster-led with seniors. A bunch of seniors on the roster. Jumper off a deep 2, missed by Greg Brown. Rebound back to the Cowboys. Oklahoma State has it. They're not attacking like they did yesterday, though, so far. Likely at the top of the key. Moves back outside to Avery Anderson. Anderson shoots a 3. Missed it off the back iron. Rebound Texas. Kara, welcome to the stream here. Texas going to attack the lane. Drives inside. Lays it up and in. Good for 2 by Coleman. That's exactly how they beat Texas Tech back in the quarterfinals. Right corner perimeter. Oklahoma State has it. They dribble at the Phillips 66 logo. It's Rondo Walker. Pass it on top here to Anderson. Avery Anderson now as the ball dribbles at the right wing. Anderson going to drive down the lane. Dish to the left corner. Moves out to Cunningham. Wide open 3. He will take it. He misfired off the back iron. Fight for the board coming up, and Texas snacks the rebound. Put into the wrong hands, though. Oklahoma State intercepts it. They move it over, driving straight down the lane. That's going to be a major swat right there. A block by Texas. Here goes the Longhorns back with a clean block. Pass over to Greg Brown. Looking for a poster. He gets fouled. Holy smokes, Greg Brown just trying to soar over a man right there to throw down a right-handed flush. And the clock will stop with 11:53 left to go. Cowboys pick up a foul as it's going to send Brown to shoot 2 at the line. What a game. Absolute chaos. That entire last possession going back and forth with the basketball. A steal by Oklahoma State, a block by Texas, and then Brown trying to throw down a poster, and he got fouled. So we go in timeout. 12 minutes left to go in the first half. Man. I'm going to predict Oklahoma State in this game today. What a game we have so far. 18-13 Texas. So my prediction for this game, Oklahoma State 71-67. And then later tonight, I predict Florida State over Georgia Tech 81-74. Good action indeed as we head to the timeout. If you guys are digging the stream here, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Hit me up in the chat who you're rooting for if you haven't already done so. Phenomenal games going down here constantly. San Diego State leading the Mountain West Tournament Final over Utah State 16-13. Houston up against Memphis 19-13. And Prairie View A&M in the SWAC Tournament Final leading Texas Southern 19-18. Tipping off in 1 minute approximately from now is going to be Creighton versus the 8 seed Georgetown in the Big East Tournament Final. Yeah, that's going to get taken down because CBS has done a great job cracking down on that. Like CBS and Fox, the ESPN ones, though, they've been able to get away with whatever games go down on ESPN, which the tournament doesn't take care of. The ESPN has the rights to the NIT, but not the NCAA tournament. Do I think Baylor will win March Madness? I have them as runner-up against Gonzaga. So I've got Gonzaga over Baylor in the title game. My Final Four currently today looks like this. maybe will change, but I'm pretty much thinking these are going to be the 4, unless they're in another portion of the bracket, which they could. There's a high chance that they could be. So my final 4 currently is Gonzaga, Baylor, Illinois, and then Oklahoma State. So that's what I've got. Yeah, I heard that game was awesome there for sure. Ohio State and Michigan from today. I just think for Baylor, that's a matchup that's a tough matchup. A really, really tough matchup. Yeah, I am big on Gonzaga. I think a lot of people like off the Gonzaga train, but I've stuck to my word about Gonzaga, and I've stuck to it all the way since that Friday when they played their first game against Kansas. I was like, whoa, like this team is on a whole nother level. It's just the thing is that they're just of course undefeated, but since they play in the conference they do, it seems like they've been too bored throughout the season. I don't blame them, but I love the fight that BYU gave them in the title game. That definitely prepared them for the tournament style coming up. Because these Big 12 teams have already been prepared by far so many times. So like games into overtime, multiple close games in the Big 12. So we're back to action now. Oklahoma State drives down the lane. They're going to get fouled. And that's going to be 2 shots in the line coming up by Avery Anderson. Yes, Michigan is in March Madness. So, yep, Michigan is... So, my 1 seed prediction is going to be Gonzaga, Baylor, Illinois, and then Michigan. Those are going to be the 4 1 seeds I predict. I think that Michigan's going to have the 1 seed over Iowa and Ohio State, even though they beat Ohio State by 1 today. Both of the free throws good at the line by Oklahoma State. 18-15. 11:38 left to go. Avery Anderson going to check out of the game here for the Cowboys. Texas will get the inbound. Longhorns have the basketball. Dribbling in the backcourt is Courtney Ramey. He's going to take a pass half court. Ramey at the left wing as he is guarded by Rondell Walker. Ramey dribbles out to the top of the key, switched over to guard him Bryce Williams. Passes out to the left wing, ball into the hands of Andrew Jones. Jones moves out to the right corner perimeter. Ramey has it, jacks up a 3, right corner, triple, and he hits it by Courtney Ramey. When actually they're going to count it a 2, his foot was on the line. So they count it as a 2, his foot was on the line. GD, welcome to the stream here. 11 minutes left to go. Oklahoma State passes to the right corner, 3 in the air, rattled out, was halfway there but missed it. Missed shot by Bryce Williams, rebound Texas. Texas now with the ball, 10:50 left to go. Ramey slows it down. Ramey going to lob it over the top, they got some size in, throws it down. Big two-handed flush goes down there by Kai Jones. Butterfly, welcome to the stream. Texas by 7. 10.5 left to go. Yeah, Illinois over Ohio State and Michigan. So yeah, Illinois is the 3rd number 1 seed. And then Michigan, I think Michigan's going to grab the 4th number 1 seed. So the 1 seeds as Oklahoma State puts on the bucket. 2 is good by Rondell Walker. The 1 seeds, in my opinion, is going to be Gonzaga, Baylor, Illinois, and then Michigan. I've got Michigan over Iowa and Ohio State. Even though Ohio State beat them, I've got Michigan for the final number 1 seed. Texas missed the 3. Oklahoma State in transition. They missed the 3 right back, hit the back iron. They're struggling from 3 so far. 0 for 5 to start out. That lob, they were looking for the lob over the top. Got rejected as Oklahoma State comes up with a steal. Pass up the court. Texas steals it right back. The Longhorns move it over to the left wing. Jones sneaks his way in there. Passes over to Sims. Sims going to throw it down with a 2-handed dunk. 24-17 now. The size of Texas is causing a lot of problems to Oklahoma State as the Cowboys will take a timeout. 9:40 left to go. Hey, thanks so much, Lost Pupper. Appreciate it there. Is Colorado in the finals? They're playing tonight in the Pac-12 tournament final for Colorado. They're taking on Oregon State. So if you're a bubble team out there like Syracuse, Michigan State, Louisville, it makes you sick to your stomach if Oregon State wins tonight. If Georgetown wins tonight, if you're a fan of Drake, Wichita State, Louisville, Syracuse, UCLA, Michigan State, you feel sick to your stomach. Really do. By the way, St. Louis is in the bracket. You know why? St. Louis yesterday was not in the bracket. They've already been eliminated. St. Louis is rooting for LSU to win the SEC. If LSU wins the SEC tomorrow, St. Louis is in the bracket. St. Louis beat LSU back in November, so keep that in mind. St. Louis has jumped up a couple of spots because of LSU's victory today over Arkansas. So they're looking to be part of the bracket. Already in the bracket should be for the A10 VCU in St. Bonaventure. So St. Louis still, their season is alive. Who's my team going to make a Cinderella run in the tournament? I really like UC Santa Barbara. They got a win tonight, though, the Big West. I don't think they're going to make a tournament run. I do like Loyola Chicago. They got the top defense in all college hoops. But I think UC Santa Barbara is going to be like pulling off a first-round upset. I feel like potentially Liberty could do some damage in there, too. As Oklahoma State will take it inside, we get a quick foul on the court. So with that win by LSU today, not only helped out LSU in their seed line, but it also helped out St. Louis. Take them right now over the grouping of Ole Miss, Memphis, Colorado State, Boise State at this moment. As they jump those teams, they also are right next to Wichita State. Wichita State in the last 4 in. First free throw is good. I think UNC's in 8. So North Carolina around like an 8 or a 9. Oklahoma State, both of them at the line. 24-19 the score. 9:10 left to go. It's going to be interesting to see if St. Louis is able to get the benefit of the doubt by the NCAA tournament committee, because they have victories over LSU and North Carolina State. They went on a full month pause, and they never looked the same from the pause though. That's the only thing. We got 9 minutes remaining. Jumper by Texas, and they drill it at the right elbow. Goes down for 2 more. Longhorns by 7. Matt Coleman with 7 points. 8:50 left to go before halftime. Oklahoma State has it. Likely's pass gets rejected. Gets it back, though. Moves out to the top of the key to Anderson. Anderson now with the basketball. Anderson dribbles at the top, double team. Moves it over as they will take it inside with Keelan Boone. Turnaround jumper. Boone hits it for 2. That's what they did all day yesterday, attacking inside against Baylor. Oh, so sorry to hear that, Alberto. Send my thoughts out to you, man. Thoughts and prayers to you, man. Texas has it inside. Kai Jones travel with it. Turnover's been a problem, especially by the front court pieces for Texas this season. Yeah, these games certainly are a coin toss. Yeah, Ethan puts out, if LSU wins the SEC, what seed do I think they'll be? He says 7. I agree there. I think they could very well have a 7, potentially like a low seed 6 for LSU. Because that if they beat Alabama tomorrow, that's huge. Yes, Baylor of course is going to be in March Madness. They're going to be a 1 seed. So Baylor already a solid 1 seed. 8 minutes left to go. 5-point game. Oklahoma State now with the ball. Cunningham dribbles top of the key. The difference been the threes. Oklahoma State 0 for 6 from the perimeter. Cunningham entry pass over to Caleb Boone. Backs his way. Flinked it back out underneath. No good. Missed the layup. Tipped off the backboard. Rebound back to Texas. Longhorns have it back. 7:45 left to go. Ramey hands it off to Coleman. Coleman has it at the top of the key. Coleman, bounce pass underneath, shot fake, puts it up, and Sims is going to get fouled. That's going to be 2 at the line, coming up by Jericho Sims. A player down for Oklahoma State, and that is Caleb Boone. Good to see he's able to get back up onto his feet, though. Panama Jack, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, I agree with you. I've got Florida State. I had him as like a Final Four team a couple weeks ago, but that loss against Notre Dame, that's the only thing, and the turnovers from last night. So there's a couple things there. I still really do like them to make a deep run for Florida State. So probably, it all depends on the matchup, though, like Elite 8 potential. Yeah, I agree, Ethan. Florida State, when the spotlight isn't on them, they're low-key really good. So maybe that loss against Notre Dame, I think it came at the right time for them, potentially. Because they play when they're, like, more motivated. Yeah, Behind the Arc fan puts out here, never know. Somebody could be the one in that incredible number we have for the 9 Googleplex 223 372 036 854 775,808. That gets the bracket for the entire one correct in the bracket challenge. Yep. Chris, welcome on the stream here. Yes, Texas, of course, will make March Madness. So both of these teams are solid locks for March Madness. Porter's a St. Louis fan, so what does he need to happen for tomorrow? All right, so if you're a St. Louis fan, this is what you're looking for. You need all of this tonight. You need Creighton to win tonight against Georgetown. You also need Utah State to lose tonight against San Diego State. And then you need LSU to win tomorrow to beat Alabama in the SEC tournament, and that could potentially put St. Louis into March Madness because of LSU's strength of record helping out St. Louis, because St. Louis beat LSU back in November. Yes, Oklahoma State, of course, going to make the tournament. Quick scoreboard update. San Diego State leading Utah State 24-20. Houston leading Memphis 27-20. Also, you need Houston to beat Memphis tonight. You also need Houston to beat Cincinnati tomorrow. So if you're a St. Louis fan, that's what you need. You need 0 bid Steelers. St. Louis, according to ESPN's Joe Lunardi, last team in the tournament. So if you're a fan of St. Louis or rooting for them to make the tournament, you're rooting for these teams here: Creighton, San Diego State, and Houston, all the way. Game I'll be covering after this is Florida State, Georgia Tech. So both of those teams are in the tournament. Creighton already up 4-0. San Diego State, by the way, leading Utah State 24-22. Yeah, Kansas, of course, going to be in there, unless they have to withdraw, do the positive test for their team, but that's yet to be, yet to happen. So Kansas withdrew from the Big 12 tournament, same as Virginia, they withdrew from the ACC tournament. Isaac Likely is heading towards the locker room, so he got injured on the last play for Likely. So that's a big loss for Oklahoma State. If he can't come back, he's a terrific rebounding guard for Likely. They need him. First free throw, we're back to action. That one is good. Yes, they're still going to do the play-in games. First free throw is good by Texas by Jericho Sims. Second shot by Sims, and no good, missed it. Rebound by the Cowboys, 7.5 left to go. Oklahoma State going to pass it up the court. Texas comes up with a steal. Here's the Longhorns to the left wing, Coleman. Dribble sees guard by Cunningham. Matt Coleman will set it up, Texas by 6. Coleman, still at the left wing, guarded by Cunningham. Left baseline dribble, swings it out to the top to Kai Jones. Jones moves it over to Ramey. Ramey dribbles to the right wing. Ramey one-on-one as he is guarded by Keelan Boone. Passes out to the top of the key. Shot fake. Deep 2. Top of the free throw circle. No good. Rattled out by Kai Jones and rebound back to Oklahoma State. Cowboys have it. Pass underneath. Puts it up. Missed the shot. Second one. The tip in. Up and in off the backboard. Good for 2 by the Cowboys. Who do they want to win in March? All my favorite teams got eliminated. So I'm probably gonna root for the closest one near me, which is UConn. But I predicted Gonzaga to win the tournament for my prediction. 6:35 left to go. Texas by 4. They have the ball. Brock Cunningham, entry pass. Underneath over to Sims, though. We have a foul. And it's a Texas offensive foul he pushed off. Yeah, Joe Lunardi's got Oklahoma State as a 2 seed. So things looking much, much better for them. Because I saw Oklahoma State 3 days ago. They were a 4 seed and were put in the bracket to play Liberty in the first round. That would have been a bad matchup. I feel like Liberty has a chance to steal a bid. 6.5 left to go. Or I think Liberty's going to pull off an upset in the first round. So I like Liberty as a potential upset team. I also do like UC Santa Barbara, but it all depends on the matchups. And also Winthrop, but it all depends on the matchups there. Last time I checked the bracket, I think it was Winthrop versus Virginia. So I would jump all over that. Cade Cunningham has it. Down by 4. Right baseline dribble. Shot fake underneath Cunningham. He powers his way underneath the basket. Puts it up. No good. Brock Cunningham grabs the rebound for Texas. Longhorns pass it up the court now. Top of the key, Coleman. Coleman dribble drives inside. Dump off. Underneath. Oh, man. Big two-handed flush goes down by Jericho Sims. Texas by 6. And Sims with 7 points tonight. 6 minutes remaining first half. Cowboys with the basketball. Bradley, what's good here, man? No problem you're late here, brother. What a great game so far. Cunningham, deep 2 at the right elbow. Drills it by Cade Cunningham. Puts him within 4. 5.5 left to go. Right baseline dribble. Jones. Missed a shot. We do have a blocking foul, though. Blocking foul picked up by Cunningham. It's going to send Andrew Jones to the line for Texas shooting 2. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well. If you like to be notified about future live streams. Definitely hope so too, Ethan. I really like Western Kentucky. I think they're potentially going to win a first round game no matter who they take on. Sure, I can post the bracket link again. It's also pinned out to the chat, but I just put it out to the chat there again. So if anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge. You guys are like, yeah, Cade Cunningham getting into really early foul trouble. That's his 3rd personal. So he got into 2 quick fouls yesterday against Baylor, and now 3 personal fouls. Well, not even 15 minutes into the first half. Jones to the line, drills both of them for Texas. Longhorns by 6. Who's better, Boise State or Colorado State? I'm going to take Colorado State. Boise State's lost their last four games in a row. They kind of remind me of Rhode Island from last year. URI was dropping games late and went all the way from being a 7 seed out of the bracket. That's what Boise State reminds me of. As that will be a steal. Brock Cunningham deflects it away, gets the steal, lays it up, and that's good for 2. Texas has their largest lead tonight, up by 8. 5 minutes left to go before half. Cowboys have the basketball. Likely got shaken up, but he's back into the game. Likely top of the key. Likely dribbles towards his right. Hands it off around the perimeter. Right corner dribble here for Oklahoma State. They move it back to the top to Isaac Likely. Likely now at the free throw circle. Bounce pass off the cut. Throws it down. Two-handed dunk goes down by Alexander Moncrief. Texas by 6. Alexander Moncrief with 6 points tonight for Oklahoma State. What's good? Got my girlfriend back in the stream here. Putting out the Santa moo that we got out here. Give my girlfriend some girlfriend hype on the stream. As Sharice back in the chat here. Texas with it. 4:25 left to go. Top of the key, Cunningham. Brock Cunningham for Texas. Bounce passes it over to the right baseline. Texas missed the jumper. No good by Ramey. Rebound Cowboys, and the timeout taken on the floor. What's good, man and Hayes? Welcome to the stream as well. Behind the Arc fan might have to pick his bracket in school, it looks like. What's my score prediction for this game? I'm taking Oklahoma State in this one by 4 for my prediction. So I'm taking the Cowboys in this game 71-67. After this game, by the way, I'll be covering Florida State versus Georgia Tech. I like FSU in that game. I'm taking Florida State 81-74. Will Texas win? Right now they lead. Well, we'll see throughout this game. I think it's going to be a close one all the way throughout. So, free throws coming up at the line. Oklahoma State now in the bonus. Texas just picked up their 7th personal foul. And 1-on-1 bonus missed it. No good at the line. Yes, me and my girlfriend actually know a character that is fathered over 200 kids. And the 2 main kids with their first name starts out with a P, and the second name of the kid starts out with a V there. 3:50 left to go. 35-27 as Texas scores. Oklahoma State now with the basketball. They dribble at the left wing. Likely passes over to the right wing to Anderson. Yes, you're able to change your bracket during the week. Brackets lock in at 12 o'clock. I think it's 12 o'clock on Friday. They lock in for the actual games when they start. As they missed it. Shot no good there by Oklahoma State underneath. Texas will take a 3 and they drill it. At the right wing perimeter goes down. Andrew Jones with 7, and we go on a timeout. 38-27, timeout on the floor by the Cowboys. As Cade Cunningham was on the bench for a little bit with 3 personal fouls. They really need him back in the game. They're struggling from 3. 0 for 6 from the floor. Alright, so right now in the timeout, everyone, if you guys are new in the stream, first timer, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams. San Diego State leading Utah State Mountain West Tournament Championship game. 28-24 for SDSU with a lead. Texas Southern leading Prairie View A&M SWAC Tournament Final 36-28. Houston up against Memphis American Semis 33-27. And then out in the Big East, Creighton up early against Georgetown 9-6. Yeah, Texas pulling away. My girlfriend predicting here, Shemi Oshale gonna retire and join college basketball. What's good? Vaughn's back in here. Yeah, nice basketball pillow. No wonder who made that. So Oklahoma State, they're not really on attack mode like they were yesterday. Like they were just on full 40 minutes of attack mode yesterday against Baylor, taking it to the basket. Instead today, the 3-point shot's just not raining down. That's been the difference so far in Texas. Doing exactly what they did against Texas Tech. Attacking the basket in that game against Texas Tech. That made Texas just so much better. Texas playing with a physicality, taking on a team like Texas Tech that plays like the big bully up on the block there. That's just so tough for Texas Tech. And today Texas able to find the seams in the defense. It's been the size of Texas that's really helped out. Kai Jones with 11 points, Jericho Sims with 9. He's also got 2 blocks as well. And Oklahoma State, they're more of an undersized team or so when they go up against pretty big front court for Texas. Yeah, Bradley can't wait for tomorrow. It's going to be an awesome time tomorrow. So after this game, I'll be covering Florida State against Georgia Tech, ACC Tournament Final. Tomorrow, I'll be covering 2 games in the Selection Sunday live stream. Tomorrow's going to be SEC Tournament Final, LSU versus Alabama. And then after that one, the Big Ten Tournament Final, Illinois taking on Ohio State for tomorrow. Bradley's kind of nervous, won't hear Louisville's name called right now. Yeah, if you're a team on the bubble, if you're Louisville, Michigan State, UCLA, Syracuse, Drake, Wichita State, St. Louis, you're rooting for San Diego State to win tonight, Creighton to beat Georgetown for certain, Colorado to beat Oregon State. You're rooting for 0 bid stealers. Houston to do their job, beat Memphis tonight, beat Cincinnati tomorrow, and you're rooting for 0 bid stealers to get into the tournament. And everything's looking well for Louisville fans right now. San Diego State leading Utah State 28-24. Houston leading Memphis 36-29. So we'll keep you guys posted. 3:10 left to go. We're back to action. Left corner 3 missed by Walker. Offensive rebound taken by Oklahoma State though. In the month of madness indeed. 3:09 left to go. Texas picks up another foul. Reaches in as Oklahoma State came up with the offensive rebound, and that's going to send the Cowboys right back to the line, shooting in the 1-1 bonus. So Matthew Alexander Moncrief here, 1-1 for free throws, 56% on the season, missed it. No good, rattled out. Rebound Texas. Longhorns have it back, going to take it past half court. They pass over to the right corner. Right baseline, Jibble Jones. Moves it back to the top. Over to the right wing. Back to the right corner. Andrew Jones. Shoots a 3. Missed it. No good. Rebound goes over to Likely. Cowboys now have the ball. Likely. Spin move free throw circle. Pass gets deflected and Texas comes up with a steal. They slip on the court. Coleman is down. Gets it back over to Sims though. That may be like a little bit of a wet spot on the court there. 2:35 left to go. Texas has it. At the left wing perimeter, Coleman. Matt Coleman now with the ball. The pick gets set by Sims. Frees up Coleman. Jumper deep 2. Drills it. Matt Coleman playing the best basketball of his career right now. 9 points for him, 4 for 5 from the floor shooting in this game. Texas by their largest lead by 13. Makeel, welcome to the stream. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Bruins, they lost big time today. I imagine he was pretty furious today. Oklahoma State has it. Jacks up a 3 at the left wing, and they miss it. No good. Offensive rebound keeps alive. Bounce pass back out to the top. Pass over to the cutter. Layup. Good. That's what I like to see by the Cowboys. Attacking the basket. The three's not falling. You got to go twos the rest of the way here if you're Oklahoma State. Got to go twos. That's what they do. They attempt more twos than anybody else in the conference. Texas has it. Inside Sims. Missed the shot. Too strong. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Cowboys, so Texas will have it back. Whoa. Joe Lunardi had Louisville playing Villanova. Holy smoke. So Villanova, he dropped to a 5. So Villanova, he dropped over to the 5. And that's what they have. Wow. Yeah, so that would mean, yeah, Louisville would be the 12 in the play-in round. Or a solid 12 or so. As Texas has it back, they take the 3 and they drill it. Good for the triple. 43-29. 1:10 remaining. Oklahoma State pass underneath. Good for 2 with a layup. 1 minute left to go before halftime now. That'd be Baylor, I'd take there. And that's going to lead to a timeout. So Texas will take a timeout. First one of the second half by Shaka Smart. 59 seconds left to go. Yeah, Houston looking good up against Memphis. So 43-31 of the timeout currently here. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I appreciate it all for stopping them by, being a part here tonight on this game. Whoa, he had, okay, so I got you there, Bradley. Man, he had Villanova as a 6. Jeez. Yeah, so he dropped Villanova that far back. Wow. Because I know the recent losses by Villanova, they're definitely not playing like one of those higher seeds. Like they should be like a 3, but still. Dropping that many seeding lines. Alright, so 43-31 the score. Heading back to action here. Texas has the inbounds. Texas now with the basketball with Coleman. Coleman dribbles at the left elbow. Puts the ball into the hands of Ramey. Shoots a 3 from long range. Missed it off the back iron. Rebound to Oklahoma State. They got numbers here. On the 4-and-2 transition. Passes the court. Dribbles back out to the left corner. Lost control of the basketball too. Texas comes out with a steal. Longhorns now dribble. Jumper. Partially blocked up in the air. Oklahoma State has it back with 30 seconds left to go. Here goes the Cowboys. They will slow it down looking for the final possession. Likely. Dribbles past half court. 18 seconds left to go. Likely now with the ball. 13 seconds remaining. Cade Cunningham with 3 personal fouls with only 4 points so far tonight. Likely. At the top of the key, the pick gets set. He dribbles towards the right wing. Bounce pass right corner. 3 in the air by Oklahoma State. No good. Missed the 3. Offensive rebound. Floats it up right before the shot clock horn goes down. Going into overtime, and that's good for 2. A crucial putback bucket. Good for 2 by the Cowboys. To put it 1-10 at halftime there. We're going to have to score 43-33. Alright, so right now we're just in a timeout, everyone. Yeah, so I'm looking at Lunardi's bracket right now. He's got West Virginia as a 4, taking on Liberty in a 13. And this is what I mean. In one of my brackets, I have West Virginia as an Elite 8 team. If they take on Liberty, I don't know if they could win that game, honestly, first round. I don't think so. Defense for Liberty. The defense for Liberty is stellar. West Virginia's got shooters all over their roster, though. I think they're bound to make it far. It's all about who you play in that first round matchup. Say if West Virginia beats if they take on UNC Greensboro, who Florida State is slated to play. I think that's a W for West Virginia there. UNC Greensboro, their offense is only through one player, with Isaiah Miller. Where Liberty, they do have tournament experience back from that team 2 years ago in 2019 that upset Mississippi State. See, it's all about the matchups here that they have like all over the bracket. So right now we're just at halftime. If anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind Our Basketball Bracket Challenge. We just post a link out in the chat if anybody's interested. Open up to the public. And the only thing that I do ask is make sure to sign up with your channel name. What time will it be tomorrow? Selection Sunday is at 6 o'clock Eastern for Selection Sunday. Knicks defeated the Thunder earlier today, 119-97. Yeah, so Lunardi's got some interesting matchups. I like this matchup right here. St. Bonaventure taking on LSU. LSU's got an electric offense taking on an elite defense with the Bonnies. That should be a great game. Yeah, taking a look at that, what he has for the bracket. Colorado is going to take on Utah and St. Louis. That's at 4 o'clock Mountain Time. So Colorado would take on Utah State versus St. Louis, pending any bid stealers tonight, which Creighton and Georgetown's tied. And San Diego State leading at halftime over Utah State 28-24. Houston making sure that Memphis does not steal a bid. Houston leading Memphis 41-29. Dawad, welcome to the stream here. What's good? Appreciate the bud for stopping by. Things going well. Right now, just at halftime. Texas looking good in the first half, putting Oklahoma State in foul trouble with Cade Cunningham. 3 personal fouls he's picked up in the first half. Let's see your stat of the night. I would go with Texas in their front court, looking really good so far. Kai Jones, Jericho Sims combining to shoot the ball 8 for 12 from the floor, and totaling to have almost half of their team's points for the Longhorns between the two front court options, and Jones and Sims combining for 20 total points. For Oklahoma State, they've shown at times that they have struggled against bigs from opposing teams, like defending David McCormack of Kansas around a month ago. So that's the only thing. Oklahoma State, though, they haven't attacked it that much so far tonight. Yeah, imagine if Gonzaga lost in the first round. Oof. Let's see. Gonzaga is supposed to take on the winner of Mount St. Mary's versus Norfolk State. Mount St. Mary's got a pretty good defense. So Mount St. Mary's limited Bryant. The thing is, Mount St. Mary's is basically the same duplicate as St. Mary's with how they play offensively. So Gonzaga's already prepared for that, and they already just steamrolled past St. Mary's. So if they do take on, I have no clue how Norfolk State plays, but if they do take on Mount St. Mary's, the winner of that game, Norfolk State, Mount St. Mary's plays like 330th slowest paced offense tempo, just like St. Mary's does per KenPom. So both of them really slow tempo offenses. Gonzaga already crushed St. Mary's in the semis for the WCC. So they should have no problem with that. Once Gonzaga gets up, it's going to be too much to come by. Yeah, Georgetown playing hard so far. That team is physical. Georgetown's got some really good bigs on their team. They're a physical team. One of the most improved teams all this season for Georgetown. I cannot believe it. Like just over a month ago, they had a record of 3-8, and they had gone on a 2-week pause and lost against Navy in their season opener. Creighton leading Georgetown 16-15. And Georgetown no good with a layup. So, looking at this right here, 8 minutes left to go in the first half. Creighton by 1 in a defensive type of game so far. As Creighton misses a 3. Their threes for Creighton. They get an offensive board and they put it up and they missed a shot too. Qudus Wahab, great defense. Georgetown's got the side 3-point shooting perimeter advantage. Wow. Georgetown just jacked up a deep three from way outside and they drilled it down. That's their first lead tonight, 18-16. And Creighton is cold on threes. Wahab snags the rebounds. But Georgetown turnover is going to plague them all game. They just turned it over on the pass up the court. I'm taking Gonzaga to win the tournament. Yeah, I don't know why I'm gonna lower it then. I'll lower the bit rate. It did that yesterday. There we go. Yeah, I lowered the bit rate, so it should be good. Georgetown up 18-16 against Creighton, and I think honestly Georgetown's got a realistic chance to win that game. They're like 8.5 point underdogs tonight, and I think they got a good chance to potentially win that game. When you take a look at that type of matchup, there is Creighton. They're more the backcourt matchup for Creighton around the perimeter. All depends on if their threes drop or not. For Georgetown, it's on their front court. They can grab rebounds. They got size and they are physical inside with Qudus Wahab, a 6'11" center. So all about whether the three's gonna drop tonight for Creighton there, and that's what I mean is that in my opinion, out of all teams in the bracket, Creighton's the toughest in my opinion to predict because of the threes. Yeah, I just fixed it. I lowered a bit rate. I took it down from like 2,500 to 2,000 for the bit rate. So it looks good now. I can tell if it's struggling because my whole bit rate thing goes from like yellow to red instead of green. So, Rick Pitino and Iona going dancing, the 9 seed out of the MAAC. Winners over Fairfield today. So they're going into March Madness. Auto bids cash from today, 3 of them so far. Hartford won the America East, beat UMass Lowell 64-50. Norfolk State won the MEAC over Morehead State 71-63 to cash in their bid for Norfolk State. And then Iona won the MAAC. Another automatic bid at this hour will be crowned. A couple of them actually. Mountain West tournament champion. San Diego State leading at halftime 28-24 over Utah State. And Texas Southern in the SWAC championship leading Prairie View A&M in the second half 41-28. By the way, Creighton had lost their first game against Georgetown. They gave up over 80 points to Georgetown in their first game. Their second game, 1 week later, Creighton allowed less than 50 to Georgetown. Yeah, that's correct. Hartford's first ever NCAA tournament. Yeah, so both of those teams there, Hartford and UMass Lowell, whoever would win that game, which it was Hartford today, give it out for that team for Hartford, get their first ever tournament bid. UMass Lowell's never been either. Halftime cheerleaders right there. D-Wade looking for. Too funny, man. What's good? Darren, welcome to the stream here. He's going out for the gold here. He has Texas. 19.5 for the plus 400. Wow. Creighton down by 2 with 7 minutes left to go against Georgetown in the first half. Creighton's 3 is having a lot of problems so far in this game. We're at halftime currently. Texas leading Oklahoma State by 10 at the half. And Creighton missed another 3. Hey, have a nice night, the master. Georgetown missed a shot, tip back, though, to get the offensive board. And Georgetown going to take a 3, and they miss it. No good. Tipped up in the air, fight for the rebound, and Georgetown looking to get it, but they tapped it out of bounds. Dewad looking for VCU tomorrow. What a season by VCU. They have a stud there with Bones Highland on that team. He's just come out of nowhere this year and having a huge season. So tomorrow, they got VCU against St. Bonaventure in the A-10 tournament final. St. Bonaventure's elite defensive team. And VCU has got Nashawn Highland on that team who has carried his team throughout the season. That's a really young team. A lot of sophomores on it for VCU, and they're a year earlier in their rebuild. Yeah, this game got to be low scoring. The Creighton Georgetown game. The Master will be back in 20 minutes. No problem, man. Yeah, Georgetown's not a great shooting team, high volume shooting team, but they just missed a three themselves moments ago. Creighton attempts the most threes, I believe, in the Big East. Zagorowski, though, he can take over games, and he drills one down at the left baseline. Yeah, I heard that's a great game so far. I'm going to turn it over. So the second half started out, San Diego State leading Utah State 30-24 as the second half has begun. San Diego State, I think, they got like a top 20 defense this year for SDSU. That should have been the putback good for two by San Diego State, but they couldn't get that. That should have been good too. Roger, welcome to the stream. Sorry to hear that about Seton Hall, man. Yeah, I thought Seton Hall should have taken that game against Georgetown yesterday. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I think it's a combo of both. Georgetown's a great rebounding team. They have the size advantage. Creighton, they're just not hot from three so far. What's good, Vegas? Welcome to the stream there, man. Vegas with the name change looks like right now. Still at halftime. Texas by 10, 43-33. Houston and Memphis is going to start the second half of their game. Yes, Celtics Rockets tomorrow night, so hopefully Boston able to start it up again. Houston, of course, is going to be they're going to be hungry. That's too bad for Houston. 15 in a row that they have lost. Yeah, they just haven't been the same ever since they lost Christian Wood. Yeah, crusher for UConn. With them losing today. With them losing today, it's really opened up the door for Georgetown just like this. 24-18 Georgetown. See, a week ago, UConn destroyed Georgetown. UConn would have that matchup. Creighton hit enough threes yesterday to get the win. But Georgetown, they're big and physical, and that's why I like them in that matchup. Yeah, if they lose that game, that's rough. And also, the Celtics are known to lose Sunday afternoon games. So, after the All-Star break, got to get back on the right track. The first game's the toughest one you'll play all in the second half against the Nets. Other than that, you got to get back on the right track. Really do. For all the teams out there, Louisville, Michigan State, St. Louis, UCLA, Drake, all rooting for Creighton in that one. Syracuse is rooting for Creighton as their dislike for Georgetown has gotten even more through the roof tonight. If Georgetown even steals a bid from Syracuse, if that even happens, like, if you're even serious about that. When Syracuse won against Georgetown earlier this year, that's just a slap in the face to Syracuse. Yeah, 26-18. Georgetown, they would have to win the Big East, so if they win that game, they're automatic qualifier. But if Syracuse gets left out because Georgetown took their spot, that's just a huge leave alone right there. Oof. 26-18 Georgetown. Vegas predicting Oklahoma State. Wow, 85-74, and they're down by 10 at halftime. Jesse, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, Texas in the first half with their front court dominating. Their starting front court of Sims and Kai Jones scoring 20 out of the 43 points in the first half. The size for Texas has been the advantage so far inside the interior. Oklahoma State yet to hit a 3, 0 for 9 from the perimeter, settling back for 9 3-point shots instead of attacking like yesterday. When they go in attack mode, they attempt more 2-point shots than anybody in the conference. They're tough to handle, but for some reason today they're deciding to take more deep 2 shots or deep 2s or 3s than take it inside under the basket. Oh yeah, Georgetown's got some bigs there, and it could give some teams some problems. It's really odd, like that type of team there. It's just random how they've just improved so much. Oklahoma State has been known to get on runs, though. They got on a run to win against West Virginia. They got on a run yesterday when they were trailing at one point, I think down by 11 against Baylor. They came back and won. So Oklahoma State here, all they have to do is get on a run to start out. We're back to action now. Second half has begun. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Texas, 55% shooting from the floor in the first half, and Oklahoma State came in clutch defensively. That's how they won the game against West Virginia and Baylor. Key deflections in the final minutes, and also key rebounds. We're back to action. Texas left baseline dribble, passing out around the perimeter, deflected out of bounds though by Likely. So Texas will get the inbound back 9 seconds through the second half. They pass over to Coleman. Coleman at the right wing now, moves it out top of the key, ball into the hands of Sims. Jericho Sims dribbles towards his right, hands it off to Jones. Andrew Jones floats one up, and that will be a foul. Offensive foul on the screen set by Texas. So Oklahoma State will have it back. 19:40 left to go. Cade Cunningham out there with 3 personal fouls. He had a quick 2 personal fouls in the first half yesterday against Baylor. He came out and he took over the game in the second half. Cunningham pass of the court leads to a layup. Good for 2 with the left hand by Alexander Moncrief. He's got 8 points. 43-35. 19 and a half left to go as Texas has it. At the left wing, Ramey dribbles free throw circle, takes it into the lane, puts it up, no good. Too strong off the glass. Offensive rebound, Sims. Sims puts up the shot, missed it off the backboard, gets the offensive rebound, throws it down there. Two-handed jam. 45-35. 26-18. I heard, man. Georgetown is big and physical in the post, and they're going to give Creighton. It's a bad matchup for Creighton, in my opinion. They got to really drill their threes if they want to win that one. Texas moves over left corner as Oklahoma State just hit the shot inside as well. Texas missed the corner 3. Rebound over to the Cowboys, pushing tempo as they have it attacking straight down the lane. Shot blocked. Goes to the bounce. It's out of bounds by Oklahoma State. So Oklahoma State attacking drive down the lane, but man, Texas there with great defense. Longhorns got to get the ball right back. Texas has it top of the key. Courtney Ramey moves it out left wing to Coleman. Back out to the top, Ramey. Pass over to Andrew Jones. Entry pass, right baseline. Ball now into the hands of Sims. Sims backs his way double teamed, and that'll be a foul. It's on Oklahoma State. 10K likes tonight. Just kidding. Maybe in the NBA playoffs, though. You never know. Texas gets the inbounds. Yeah, behind the arc fan puts out, he doesn't know if this is true, but he saw if Duke is picked, they could play, yes. So they can play in the NCAA tournament. So they have not officially rolled themselves out just yet. In my opinion, they're not going to get there. They're not close to the bracket right now. They're 13 and 11. They have way too many losses. Texas backing their way inside. Puts up the shot. Good for 2, up and in. Off the backboard, goes down by Jericho Sims. Texas by 10. Cowboys have the ball back. 18 minutes left to go. Oklahoma State top of the key, Cunningham. It's guarded by Ramey. Ramey kicked ball violation. Clock will stop with 17:56. So the Cowboys will get the inbound coming up. Yeah, it was crazy, man, for those NBA Finals games. That was like the craziest streams ever happening last October. 17:50 left to go. Texas, it's going to be Oklahoma State. Jacks up the 3. It is good. Contested 2 is Cunningham. Hits down the triple. That's the first 3-point shot of the game by the Cowboys and giving this team confidence. Up by 7 for Texas. Jumper, right baseline. Good. Coleman hits it. Cunningham at the right wing. Guarded by Brock Cunningham. Tapped out of bounds. Texas picks up a reach and fall, though. The clock will stop with 17.5. Oh, that's too bad. American boxer Marvin Hagler passed away today at 66. Man, that's so sad. 17.5 left to go. Cunningham swings over right baseline. Dribble. Anderson takes it down the lane, but he got rejected by the bottom part of the rim. Rebound Texas now. Longhorns by 9. Left baseline dribble Texas. Moves it out to the left wing. Ramey. Dribble is guarded by Cunningham. Step back 3 in the air from long range. Ramey missed it. Rebound to Oklahoma State. Cowboys now with the ball. Dribbling straight away. Moves out free throw circle. Shot fake Anderson. Takes it down the lane. Puts it up. And that will be a blocking foul. Clock will stop with 17:05 left to go. I think it's on Brock Cunningham. Actually, they're going to say the foul occurred before the shot. So no blocking foul. It's going to be a reach and foul picked up by Brock Cunningham. So reach and foul by Brock Cunningham. Kai Jones will check into the game. Courtney Ramey checks out of the game here. Inbound Oklahoma State. Top of the key likely. Moves it over left wing. Alexander Moncrief throws away the basketball. That's a turnover. Bad turnover for the Cowboys. Texas will have the ball here. They dribble at the left wing. Coleman now takes it top of the key. Takes the 3 straight away. Rolled around the rim and out. No good. Rebound Oklahoma State. The Cowboys will have the ball back. 16:40 left to go. Likely dribbles over a defender. That's going to be a blocking foul though. That's gonna be a foul on the court. It's on Texas. Non-blocking foul. So it was on the dribble. So it was on the dribble again. So Oklahoma State gonna get the inbound. Passes over to Cunningham. Cunningham has it at the right elbow. Dribbles back out top of the key for Oklahoma State. Cade Cunningham guarded by Brock Cunningham. Cunningham jacks up the 3 straight away. Cade missed it. Rebound right back over to Texas. Texas now with the ball. Georgetown looking to steal a bid. Wow. 32-18. Unbelievable. Right baseline jumper. Matt Coleman getting hot. Hits it. Good for 2 at the right baseline. Oklahoma State pass up the court. That one gets deflected out of bounds. Cowboys will have it back with 16:12 left to go. Wow. Yeah, I had Georgetown. I didn't have Georgetown by that much, though. Didn't think they'd be up by 14 at any point. I thought they'd have it in a close game, though. Like that game kind of reminiscent of Villanova. Cunningham about to get the inbound underneath his hoop. Moves over to Caleb Boone. Pass the top of the free throw circle likely. Bounce pass now to the right elbow. Alexander Moncrief backs his way in there. Puts up the shot. Gets it. Count the bucket by Alexander Moncrief and the foul. That is huge for the Cowboys. It's back to single digits and a free throw coming up. 16:04 left to go. That is huge for Oklahoma State. Backing his way inside on Kai Jones. Puts it up and good off the backboard over Kai Jones and the foul. Yeah, Texas looking good, man. Matt Coleman is playing with confidence lately. 1 free throw here by the Cowboys coming up. The front court is looking really good, but Kai Jones for Texas just picked up his 3rd personal foul. That's what Oklahoma State wants to do to Texas, put them in foul trouble. The Cowboys in the second half, look for them to keep on attacking, and attacking more. The free throw is good, 8-point game. 16 minutes left to go. Oof. If Georgetown wins in a buzzer beater, oof. They just destroyed somebody's tournament hopes and dropped them to the 1 seed of the NIT, and that's probably going to be Syracuse's hopes. Double teamed. Bounce pass left baseline, Texas. Going to move it back to the right wing. 3 in the air. Missed it off the mark by Jace Febres. They do get the offensive rebound, though. Texas dribbles back. Sims. Outside to Brock Cunningham. Puts it back to the top of the key. Ball into the hands of Ramey. He dribbles straight away. Backs his way by Ramey. Turnaround. Puts up the pass in the traffic. Ball's in the ground. Gets it back, though, for Texas. Texas underneath. Puts up the shot, and that's going to be a foul. Cowboys pick up the personal foul, and the clock will stop with 15:25. All over Creighton, 34-18. See, when I pick Creighton in the tournament, I don't know where I'm going to put them. Memphis looking good up. Houston looking good up against Memphis here, 45-36. So the thing about Creighton is that they're highly reliant upon the three. It's either they're a hit or a miss for Creighton. That's the thing. Some games they're really hot from three. Other games they struggle. And yesterday they struggled against UConn, they can defend the three. Georgetown, shaky at defending the three. Georgetown, good in the interior, and got the size advantage over Creighton. We take a timeout here, 51-43. Wow, 36-18. Holy smokes, Creighton just can't score. So right now we're just in the timeout currently. Texas will head to the free throw line, shoot 2 after the timeout. Matthew Alexander Moncrief, he leads the scoring tonight for the Cowboys with 11 points. 9 by Cade Cunningham. 7 by Caleb Boone. That's insane. Doubling Creighton's score. Yep, Georgetown is going to win the Big East. If you guys are in the Discord, I told you guys right in the Discord about that. I was like, if UConn loses yesterday, guess what? Georgetown's going dancing. Yeah, I agree, Steven. Texas's guard play is inconsistent. Same as the forwards at time this year. But it's been the front court that's been able to carry this team today so far. See, Ramey's got good games that he goes off, and then Ramey has a game like tonight where he struggles, where Ramey's 1 for 7. Andrew Jones, same with him. He's 1 for 4 today. It's been a Matt Coleman type of game today. He is in the groove for Coleman. A 30-5 run, holy smokes. Yeah, that's the matchup that's a nightmare for Creighton. I mean, you can have all the talent on their team like Creighton has, like 3-point shooters, but there's a whole new level of basketball that's called physicality. And that's what Georgetown has. They don't do anything pretty. They just got size and they have physicality. And if Georgetown takes in a team that's lacking those two things, that doesn't really have size, and struggles at time with their physicality to compete against Georgetown, that can be a struggle in the tournament. Really could. So right now we're just in the timeout currently. Yeah, Jones and Sims are the two that's carrying this team so far. They're 10 for 15 combined. 24 points. What's good, Cheese City Sports? Welcome to the stream here, man. What a game we have at 15:25 left to go. Texas by 8. Here's the thing. I wouldn't be shocked if Creighton pulls one in single digits in that game. Because Creighton is a second-half team. They've been known to have slow starts. Yeah, so Lost Pupper puts Creighton's going to come back. I wouldn't be shocked if Creighton does put it back to like single digits to make it like a 4 or 3 point game at some point. Because they are a second-half type of team. They've gotten off to multiple slow starts this year. As we're back to action, Texas at the free throw line. First one they missed, no good. That's awesome. Pac-12 championship for Chief City Sports tonight. Maybe the Big West second half tonight as well. That's awesome, man. Yeah, Texas Southern looking good up against Prairie View A&M. Prairie View A&M's undefeated in the SWAC, 13-0. They entered that game. And Texas Southern looking to steal a bit, 54-38 mid-second half. Yeah, I remember Texas Southern 2 years ago. They beat Oregon when Bull was playing for Oregon. They won back in, I think it was like 20. It was like late 2018 into 2019. Second free throw is good. First one was a miss by Texas. Texas up by 9. Mark, welcome to the stream here. Yo, Ohio State versus Illinois in the Big Ten Championship tomorrow. I like Coburn in that matchup for tomorrow. Illinois has a really good size advantage for tomorrow. Cowboys now with the basketball. At the top of the key, Cunningham. Cunningham out there as he is playing with 3 personal fouls for Cade. Cade dribbles top of the key as he is guarded by Kai Jones. Cade now dribble drives inside. Puts up the shot. It's going to be Greg Brown. Greg Brown gets the block, goes out of bounds. Clock will stop with 15 minutes. So Greg Brown, not a clean block though. It's going to be a foul. So that was a late whistle. It's going to send Cade Cunningham to line shooting too. First free throw. That one's good. Cunningham drills at 85% on the season for Cade. So they're trying to come right back in, and how they do it for Oklahoma State, part of the second half game plan, putting Texas, and specifically their front court, into foul trouble. That's the key. Because if the Texas guards jack up 3-point shots, Oklahoma State has the confidence they can stop the perimeter. It's just about the size advantage here. Texas has it top of the key. Longhorns dribble at the left wing. Coleman got to dribble now at the right elbow. Moves it back outside to Brock Cunningham. Brock Cunningham puts the ball now into the hands of Coleman. Coleman passes right baseline over to Greg Brown. Brown lost control of the basketball. It's on the ground. They will reach in. Oklahoma State picks up their 4th personal foul in the second half. It's a reach-in foul. Clock will stop with 14:38. And it's going to be Oklahoma State's basketball back here as Texas has it, and they just lost it. So the Cowboys going to have it back. Colorado, Oregon State. I'm going to take Colorado in that one. Though a close game, I feel like. Top of the key 3, Cunningham. Oh, he hits it. Drills it, and now this is a ball game. Cade with a triple. 52-48. Cade getting hot in the second half. Timeout taken by Shaka Smart. 10 points in the second half. Only scored 4 points in the first half. This is reminiscent of last night all over again. I predicted Oklahoma State. I've been asked it quite a bit of time here who you're taking in this game, and I'm going to stick with my prediction all the way through. Whatever I predict, I stick with my prediction all the way through. 52-48 the score in the second half. Cade Cunningham, big 3 at the top of the key. What's good, Mark? Welcome to the stream here out from H-Town. Glad to have you back in the stream. Houston looking good for college hoops here. Houston leading Memphis 46-42. Yeah, Georgetown up by 18 as we welcome in the sports expert on the stream. I had predicted that. I like the physicality and the toughness for Georgetown. Nothing is pretty, but what they do is gritty for Georgetown. They got size down low. Wow, Georgetown dominating every stat. That's not good. Not good for Creighton. If Creighton's not leading the 3-point shooting, then it's a major problem. Because that's Creighton's bread and butter's the 3-point shots. Georgetown, their go-to is rebounds. They show up on the boards. They got some serious size. Goody got his question answered by Tyrese Radford on his IG story. Wow, that's great, man. What's good, Joey? Welcome back on the stream here. Yes, I do think Michigan State's in the tournament right now. If Georgetown wins, I think Syracuse is going to be really sweating it out. I would take Syracuse over Drake, though, considering how Syracuse has been playing lately. The master predicting here, Oklahoma State winning for his prediction, 77-74. That was the final score back in December with these two teams, but Texas had won 77-74. So both of these teams took on each other twice. Texas won back on December 20th. The score that the master predicted, 77-74. Oklahoma State won a thriller. Double overtime 1 month ago on February 6th. 75-67. My prediction, by the way, tonight is going to be Oklahoma State 71, Texas 67. What seed will Creighton be? Probably a 5. What seed do I think Michigan State will be? An 11. What a game. Yeah, if you're a fan of Michigan State, Wichita State, UCLA, Syracuse, Louisville, Drake, You're sweating right now all the way to Selection Sunday because of Georgetown, what they are doing, especially Syracuse. Yeah, if Oregon State wins tonight, that could be it for Syracuse. But if it's just Georgetown, because Cincinnati's in the championship too for the Americans, so if it's just Georgetown though, if Houston does their job, if San Diego State does their job tonight, if Colorado does their job, and Creighton's the only one that doesn't do their job, loses against Georgetown, and Syracuse is the overall #1 seed in the NIT, then that's a slap in the face to Syracuse for beating Georgetown earlier this season. We are back into action, 52-48. It's going to be Texas basketball. 1 seeds in the moment, Gonzaga, Baylor, Illinois, Michigan. And the 2 seeds currently right now are Alabama, Ohio State, Iowa, Oklahoma State currently as the last 2 seed. Baylor's been on. So Baylor's already a lock. They've been a lock for a long time. 14 minutes left to go. Texas by 4. They pass it now inside. Back in their way. Spin move. Underneath, Texas puts it up, and that'll be a foul. It's by Oklahoma State. They pick up a personal foul. So Texas going to go to the line, shoot 2. Alexander Moncrief for the foul. Clock will stop with 13:56 left to go. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and ring that notification bell as well. Jericho Sims, 50% free throw shooter at the line, shooting 2 here for Texas. Texas not really a strong team when it comes to free throws this season. First one at the line, and no good, rattled out. I agree, D-Wade. Fouls could be the key rest of this game here, especially when it comes down to free throws. Texas been improving, though, lately with their free throws. 8 for 12 tonight. Oklahoma State, 8 for 11. Yeah, Oklahoma State, the key for Oklahoma State in this game is to keep on attacking, to see if they can draw fouls on Kai Jones and Jericho Sims. They want to draw fouls in the front court players. As they just missed the second free throw. No good by Texas. Oklahoma State turnaround in the key, likely missed it. Rebound back to Texas. Longhorns now with the basketball. As they pass up the court, the ball gets stolen away. Oklahoma State with a steal. Leads to a layup, up and in. 2-point game by Rondo Walker. What a game we have here. Oklahoma State always fights. Drives. 52-50. 10-1 run by the Cowboys in the last 3 minutes. Entry pass underneath here. Double team by Texas. Moves out to the right corner. Ball gets bobbled, but able to get picked up by Ramey. Jacks up the 3. Ramey missed it. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Oklahoma State. So Texas will still have the basketball. Which #1 seed do I think is going to get beat first? I would go with Michigan. Michigan hasn't really looked like their self lately, and if they do have Isaiah Livers still out for the tournament, that's a huge miss. Because last year, without Livers, they didn't fare so well. Without Livers last season, but with Livers last year, they were great. Spin move, Texas puts it up, missed. A wide open shot, no good. Rebound Oklahoma State as Courtney Ramey took it inside. Nasty spin move, but couldn't complete the bucket. Cowboys now with the basketball. Georgetown is winning, and Georgetown is winning by a ton. I told you guys about the matchup yesterday on Discord, and yeah. I knew it. I didn't think they'd crush them. I thought it'd be a close game, though, but I really like Georgetown in that matchup. Missed layup by Oklahoma State. Rebound Texas. Left corner 3, Andrew Jones. Missed it off the back iron. Offensive rebound Texas. Has it double teamed underneath. Sims. Moves back over to the top. Moves it out left corner. Andrew Jones, left baseline dribble. Spin move, puts it back into the hands of Sims. Sims inside the key, 10 on the shot clock. Passes back over to the top of the key to Courtney Ramey. Ramey now dribbles, drives inside, dumps it off right baseline, underneath, layup good for 2 by Brock Cunningham. 54-50 with 12 minutes left to go. What a game we got here. Brock Cunningham, perfect 3 for 3 with 7 points tonight for the Longhorns. Yeah, I don't think Louisville is going to be the first team. I think the first team to lose their bid is going to be St. Louis. St. Louis jumped over a couple teams today. St. Louis or either Syracuse. St. Louis jumped over Colorado State and Ole Miss today because of the strength of victory that LSU had. St. Louis beat LSU back in November, and LSU is helping out St. Louis's resume. That's why they keep on jumping up as of recent. So they haven't even been playing games. Entry pass inside, and we have a timeout taken. Texas will talk things over, 54-50 with 11:28 left to go. Yes, San Diego State up by 9. Then that means that St. Louis, according to Joe Lunardi, St. Louis and Wichita State would jump up 1, and Utah State would drop back. So just missing the bracket. I'm going to give you guys some updates here. Good nail biter indeed right now. We got 11:30 left to go. Texas by 4. What do I think is the strongest conference? Big Ten. Big Ten the strongest conference, but Big 12's got 7 really good teams in the Big 12. If you put Nebraska in Northwestern in the Big East, they're basically like a Providence or they're basically like a Providence or a Marquette and finish around 500. If you put Nebraska and Northwestern in the Big East, and they're the 2 bottom teams in that conference. If you put a team like Minnesota in the Big East, well, they would look like a top 25 team if they were put there out in that conference. And Minnesota is not even making a tournament over here. So quick scoreboard update: Houston leading Memphis 46-42. San Diego State leading Utah State 50-42. Texas Southern looking like they're going to go dancing, leading in the SWAC tournament final big time 66-49 over Prairie View A&M. And it's all Georgetown in the Big East tournament final 36-18 at halftime over Creighton. Ohio leading as that game just tipped off in the MAC tournament final 2-0 over Buffalo. Hey, thanks so much, Porter. Appreciate it. If anybody would be interested in joining the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge, feel free to do so. We're going to use the ESPN Tournament Challenge for this year. I post a link out in the chat if anybody's interested in doing it. All you have to do, just make sure to sign up by your channel name so I do know who's going to be signing up or signed up for that. Who'd I got winning the Big Ten Tournament? Illinois. Illinois playing on a whole nother level. So far. What 2 seed can win it all? Good question. I go Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State, they're playing with so much passion, so much joy. This team reminds me of the Heat back in the bubble. They don't have the biggest size in this type of matchup today, but they came all the way down from double digits. So I like Oklahoma State. The thing is with Alabama's good offensively and defensively too. But the thing with their schedule, that's the only thing, is Alabama's schedule. Sometimes they get carried away too much and jack up so many threes. And I think that's going to be the downfall to Alabama in the tournament, is when they jack up too many three-point shots. Because sometimes they attempt so many threes they forget to drive to the basket. For Iowa, the thing is defensively for Iowa, they've gotten better though. And then for Ohio State, the thing for Ohio State's the size down low. So we're going to get back to action here just in a moment. Appreciate all for stopping by. According to ESPN's Joe Lunardi, last 4 teams in the tournament, Louisville looks like, or last 4 teams in the tournament looks like this: Drake, Utah State, Wichita State, and St. Louis. If Georgetown does stay in front, they're going to take some of these bid away. Could potentially be Syracuse. And that would be a slap in the face to Syracuse if that does happen. Syracuse, Louisville, Michigan State, UCLA as well. Do I think Alabama can win? I would say no, most likely. As that is good by Texas from the perimeter. They knock down a shot, and Oklahoma State drives, quick bucket inside, good for 2. Spin move Texas back into it. 10:50 left to go with a finger roll. Good for 2 inside by Jericho Sims. Texas by 7. Anything's possible, though. 10:40 remaining. Oklahoma State now with the basketball at the right wing. Likely pass it on to the top of the key. Likely moves it over to Cunningham. Missed the shot, though, off the back eye. Rebound Texas. Longhorns have it now. Andrew Jones to the right wing perimeter. Moves out to the top to Brock Cunningham. Pass over to Coleman. Coleman takes it. Ball gets poked loose, though. The steal by Oklahoma State. And a tumble as they turned it over out of bounds. Looking for the fall. Couldn't get the call, though. Let's see here. Good question. What double digits team do I have to go to the Final Four? Really good question there. I would take Michigan State. So, myself, I'm not going to predict any double-digit team myself in the bracket but to go to the Final Four. But if there was one, I would take Michigan State. Michigan State with a win over Illinois the week prior, beat Ohio State. If they play like they did, winning top 10 teams the week prior, also beat Michigan, then they could be a tough out in the tournament. And then it's just the consistency. And then they lose in the first game they play in the Big Ten tournament against Maryland. It's been the thing all year long for Michigan State. It's just been the consistency. But if they have that team that shows up, like they did beating Illinois, Ohio State, and Michigan in 1 week, then they have potential to get there. 59-52, Texas got fouled. Matt Coleman at the line shooting 2. First one good. We got 10:08 left to go. Yeah, Bradley has this weird feeling, looking at all these bracketologies, and then the selection committee won't put Louisville in. Yeah, they might favor mid-major teams. They might favor, putting teams like Colorado State, St. Louis. They might favor teams with less losses. That's more like mid-major based. Second free throw is good. I have no clue, what they're going to do. As we got 10 minutes left to go. Wow, 40-21 Georgetown. Cowboys now with the basketball top of the key. Likely dribbles. Floats it over the top. That's an alley-oop throwdown. And the foul, too. Oh, man, what a game changer. Caleb Boone going to go to the line, likely with an assist. It's a 7-point game with a chance to cut it to 6 at the line. Great assist right there by Likely off the roll down to the bucket by Boone. Yeah, what a great story Georgetown has had, man. 3-8. 3-8 Georgetown. Lost to Navy in their season opener. And they are less than 20 minutes away going dancing into the tournament. That free throw is good. 9:45 remaining. Clemson. There's a team missing on that list. The master puts out Baylor, Gonzaga, Illinois. And then there's a random team put on that list there with Clemson. 9.5 left to go. Texas now with the ball and the foul picked up here. It's going to be on the Cowboys. Clock will stop. San Diego State doing their job. 7 minutes left remaining, leading Utah State 54-46 in the Mountain West Tournament Final. Yeah, Creighton, in my opinion, Creighton's going to be the toughest team to predict in the bracket. Some games they drill down 15 threes per game. Some games they go 3 for 25 from outside. Some games they shoot 60% from 3. Other games they shoot 20 or 15%. First free throw good at the line by Texas is both of the teams in the bonus with 7 personal fouls now. And that free throw is good. Texas knocks it down. 8-point game. 9.5 left to go. Oklahoma State now with the basketball trailing by 8. Cowboys take it at the right wing perimeter. Now they dribble right baseline. We do have a foul. Reaching by Texas. That's what Oklahoma State will exactly drill up. Is that what they want to do. They want to put Texas in foul trouble. Foul trouble numbers look like this tonight. Kai Jones with 3 personal fouls. 3 by Greg Brown off the bench by Texas. And then 2 each by Ramey and Coleman and also Brock Cunningham. For Oklahoma State, 4 personal fouls picked up by Matthew Alexander Moncrief. 3 by Cade Cunningham. And then 2 by Avery Anderson. Yeah, I'd probably say a 6 seed for Creighton. So a 5 or a 6 on that line. Probably with that loss today, it's going to drop them to a 6. 1-1 bonus missed it, though, at the line for the Cowboys. Rebound Texas. Top of the key here. Longhorns have it as they will dribble, drive inside, dish out to the right corner, 3 in the air, missed it. I'm interested to know what Georgetown seed's going to be. Offensive rebound. Coleman getting hot. Oh, man. Matt Coleman cannot wait for the big games. Drills down the top of the key, 3 off the offensive board by Texas. Texas by 11 with 9 minutes left to go. Oklahoma State now with the ball. Let's see. Would this move up Texas's seed? I think it would put you guys over Houston. And actually, I would say yes there. It would probably strength of victory. Put you guys over Houston and also put you guys over Oklahoma State, which is the 2 currently. And Oklahoma State going to lay it up and in good for 2. 8.5 left to go. Still staying for my prediction with Oklahoma State. Right baseline dribble Coleman. Bounce pass over to Andrew Jones. Catch and fires a 3. Off the back iron, missed it. Tipped up in the air. Rebound. Goes over to Cunningham for the Cowboys. Down by 9 with 8:10 left to go. Pass underneath. And they're going to put it up and in behind the defense. Good for 2 for Oklahoma State. No quit in this team. Avery Anderson. Off the feed. No look pass by Cunningham. Texas has it now. So I will not put Georgetown into the second round of my bracket. I'm telling you guys that straight up in this chat right now. So that's something. Unless there's a matchup I really think they can have, most likely not going to put them into the second rounds. Straight drive dribble. Pass gets too fancy. They turn it over. Texas turns it over. Matt Coleman tried to pass it behind his back, looking too fancy right there. And they turn it over. So Oklahoma State going to have it back after the timeout. 7:30 left to go. Cowboys trailing by 7. Anybody's game. So here's the thing for you guys. What if Georgetown wins the whole thing? I'd be stunned. Here's my thing for you guys now. Let's predict the seed that Georgetown's gonna be. I'm gonna get Georgetown's record for you guys right here. So Georgetown with a record of 12-12. Hit me up in the chat what you're predicting the seed to be for Georgetown. What seed do you predict Georgetown to be? They're crushing Creighton 47-21 with 15 minutes left to go. So hit me up in the chat below what you predict Georgetown's record to be. I'm gonna take them as a 12-12. I'll take them as a. I'll go as a 13 for Georgetown. I'll take them as a 13. Yeah, that St. Louis team from 2 years ago that was a 6 seed in the A10 tournament that won it. They were a couple of games, I think, over 500 for St. Louis, and they were a 13 seed, took on Virginia Tech the 4 in the first round. Georgetown is less than 15 minutes away from going dancing. Behind your Eric fan going out for a 12 there. You never see a power conference team ever get like a seed lower than a 12. This will be a rarity. I think this year it will. I've got them as a 13 pinned in there for Georgetown for my prediction. The Master going out for a 10. 28. Georgetown has won their last... Wow. They have won their last 5 out of 6 games. Their only loss was that loss a week ago against UConn, 98-82. Other than that, beat Marquette on the opening night of the Big East tournament. Won against Villanova by 1. And then beat Seton Hall yesterday by 8. Vegas going 14, which is possible there. Yeah, David going 13, and Dawad going 14 as well. I think it's in that ballpark range, 13 or 14. This is a team that went on a 5-game losing streak back in December into January, and then they went on a pause for over 2 weeks. Didn't come back to action until January 30th, and they won by 1 against Providence as David Duke missed the game-tying free throw as time expired. Have they just turned it around? 3-8 record. They lost their second game of the season against Navy. Lost to West Virginia by 9 back on December 6th. They played close against West Virginia, so that's a thing to monitor. They lost by 5 against Syracuse. Crazy. After this game, I'll be covering Florida State, Georgia Tech, so feel free to stop on by for that one as well. Yeah, that's correct there. David puts out 13 seeds have a good record in round one. Yeah, those are where the teams like Liberty are going to be. I think like Liberty, Western Kentucky. Probably going to get West Virginia. I think Georgetown's going to draw somebody else because they already played West Virginia this season. So unless they play them again. Liberty might get Purdue, but they might switch those two. Georgetown might get Purdue, and Liberty might take on West Virginia, because Liberty took on Purdue to open up the season, and West Virginia already played Georgetown this year back in December. We're back to action. Oklahoma State missed a shot. They get it inside. They put it up off the glass too high. Missed shot. Rebound Texas. 7:05 left to go. Matt Coleman has it. Joel's back out to the top of the key. Coleman at the right wing perimeter. Moves it out to the top. Shot fake to Febres, passes inside, spin move Sims, dumps it out to the right corner, right baseline dribble, Andrew Jones puts it up, and now will be a blocking foul. It's going to send Texas back to the line. I think a lot of them are underclassmen. I'm going to take a look at that. Who will play Baylor? Good question. Won't know officially till tomorrow. Yeah, Iona's going dancing. They're probably gonna get like a 15 or a 16, most likely for Iona, because they were like a 9 seed in their conference tournament. They'll probably get matched up with like an Ohio State or Michigan in the first rounds. They do have their top 2 scorers for Georgetown are seniors. Javon Blair and Jamarco Pickett, but they do get back Qudus Wahab, which is the player I've been talking about, the physical 6'11 center, and he's a sophomore. So they do get back Qudus Wahab. Free throws both go down at the line, good for 2 for Texas. Yeah, Wahab this season shooting 58% from the floor. That's a 3, and Texas gonna drill it from the outside. Good by Matt Coleman, having a huge game. 71-59. Coleman with 15 points in the second half. Oklahoma State now with the ball. Cunningham dribbles to the right wing. Cunningham passes over right elbow. That pass deflected inside out of bounds. Clock will stop with 6:11. Why Liberty? Because I've seen a lot of bracketologists put him on that seeding line. I really do like Liberty though. They can defend at a high level. If I'm West Virginia, I'm praying for UNC Greensboro, because I think that Liberty is capable of pulling off an upset. I'm going to take Liberty in an upset over Virginia if that matchup does happen. But for West Virginia, I think they're more capable to the matchup they'd like to have would be one against UNC Greensboro, which right now a lot of brackets have UNC Greensboro up against Virginia. 5:48 left to go. Oklahoma State just scored inside. That's good for 2. Holy smokes. Georgetown by 30. Yeah, West Virginia and Purdue, 4 seeds. They're probably not going to give Liberty the matchup to Purdue. Yeah, Purdue versus Georgetown. Yeah. Yeah, unless they want to rematch the December games. So yeah, and also if Buffalo wins, Buffalo could potentially be a 13 seed. So if Buffalo wins that, they could be a 13 seed, and that matchup looks favorable for a West Virginia matchup against Buffalo. The one against Liberty, though, Liberty plays really good defense. That's a tougher matchup. 5:40 left to go. Oklahoma State down by 12 now. Cowboys have it at the top of the key. They dribble with Avery Anderson at the right wing perimeter. Anderson bounce pass off the cut, spin move likely, kicks it back outside, left corner 3. Cunningham drills it. It ain't over till it's over. 73-64. Cade Cunningham with a massive 3. 5:15 left to go. Cunningham with 17 points, 13 of those in the second half. Here's Texas as they have it. Coleman moves it back over to Brock Cunningham. Back outside to Coleman. Coleman at the left wing perimeter. Bounce pass left baseline, moves it back right wing, passes now right baseline. Shot fake turnaround. Texas missed it, and rebound goes over to Cunningham. Big possession coming up for Oklahoma State, down by 9. Passes left corner, another 3, and they drill it. Oh, they got to take it right there. Oklahoma State, keep that in mind. Left corner 3s. Go for it the rest of the game. It's a 6-point game and a timeout taken by Shaka Smart. 1 timeout taken by Texas. 2 left in the pocket for Oklahoma State. 4 for 5 in the second half with the triples. Gonna keep on going to the corner for Oklahoma State. Oregon State, that's another one. That's right. They could potentially be a 13 for Oregon State. Timeout taken on the floor. 4:49 left to go. If you guys are new here, first timer, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Quick scoreboard update looks like this. Texas Southern, welcome to the big dance, crushing Prairie View A&M in the SWAC Championship, 79-58. San Diego State leading Utah State, final 2 minutes, 64-55. Creighton getting destroyed against Georgetown by 28, 54-26. Ohio looking good up against Buffalo, 22-10. Ohio, the team back in November that took Illinois down to the final seconds. Memphis, Houston tied up at 62 even. 5 minutes left to go. And another thriller in the American. If Memphis wins that game, there's going to be a bid stealer. It's going to be Memphis or Cincinnati in the title game if that does happen. We are back to action. It's going to be Texas basketball. Texas has it at the right wing. Coleman dribbles, moves it back out to Brock Cunningham. Shot fake guarded by Cade Cunningham. Battle for the Cunninghams. Moves it out to the left wing. Left baseline dribble. Sims. Shot fake puts it up, and that's going to be a blocking foul. Personal foul picked up by Oklahoma State. It's on Alexander Moncrief, and I think he is fouled out. That's right. Yeah, he can't stay in the game. He's fouled out. He's looking to stay in the game. He is fouled out. Alexander Moncrief has fouled out of this game, and he's getting set in his free throw line stance. He has fouled out of this game. So he heads to the bench. He is done with his 5th personal foul. Foul trouble looks like this. Avery Anderson, Cade Cunningham, 3 personal fouls each for Oklahoma State. For Texas, 4 fouls picked by Kai Jones, and then 3 by Greg Brown. So it's Alexander Moncrief who just fouled out. It's going to send Texas back to the free throw line. 2 are coming up by Jericho Sims and the Longhorns as well in the double bonus right now. First free throw, Sims drills it. After this game, I'll be covering the ACC title game. We're going to have a good one between Georgia Tech and Florida State. Redemption story here from the middle of the season. Jackson putting out. Totally agree there, man. 75-67. What a game. 4:20 left to go. Cunningham moves out to the top of the key. Dribbles straight away. Likely floats it up. No good. It was close. He got fouled, though. That could have been a 3-point play. Isaac Likely going to shoot 2 at the line for Oklahoma State. This is what you're looking at. Oklahoma State. Last 6 wins. Well, last 5 wins before the Baylor game. All 5 of those games with the Cowboys, they won by 5 points or less. First free throw, Likely. Drills it. Do I think Texas will be in that position a few weeks ago? I still have faith with them for Texas. I think they're around, in my opinion, around Sweet 16, Elite 8, potentially Final 4, depending on who they get, though, for the matchup for Texas. Second free throw is good. Really all depends on how these teams are placed in the bracket. Because I like Gonzaga, Baylor, and Illinois, but I don't know who I have coming from the other region. I do really like Oklahoma State. I love the fight in this team. Texas takes it inside. That is good for 2 in a layup. 77-69. Dakota, welcome to the stream, predicting Florida State to win by 18 over Georgia Tech tonight. Yeah, I'm going to take Florida State by 7 tonight. 81-74. Vegas going 78-69 by 9. That's good for 2 with a layup by Oklahoma State right back. 3:38 left to go. Texas missed a shot inside. Cowboys have it. Oklahoma State knows how to close out games late. That's what they do. Wide open 3. Air ball, missed it. That was a shot that they needed to have. Rebound Texas. 3:20 remaining. Texas dribbles past half court. They will take it straight down the lane. Coleman missed it. The putback. It's gonna not go down, though, by Texas. It was... Oh, it is gonna go down. They count the bucket. They count the bucket by Texas with a timeout on the floor. 79-71 the score here as we go on a timeout with 3.5 left to go. The size for Texas in this matchup. That has been the difference. It's been the front court for Texas. All right, quick scoreboard update. 3.5 minutes remaining. Texas is yet to win. We still have 3:30 left to go. Yeah, it looks like it's over for Utah State. San Diego State about to pull off the W, 68-57. Unbelievable for these games that we have. Creighton getting demolished by Georgetown. It isn't even funny. Score there 54-28 Georgetown. What's good, 3D? Welcome to the stream here, man. Hope all is going well. If anybody's interested in joining the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge, we're going to be doing ESPN this year. Feel free to do so. Just post the link out in the chat. Only thing I do ask is when you do sign up, make sure to sign up through your channel name so I do know who's playing in the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge. Unbelievable. Georgetown crushing Creighton 54-28. Yep, Georgetown just blowing them out, so they're going to be in the tournament going dancing. Unless something dramatically happens. That is crazy. That's crazy to imagine. So I had said I'm not taking Georgetown unless the matchup really just favors Georgetown, in my opinion. That's the only thing. If the matchup favors Georgetown. Crazy. Going dancing, Texas Southern has punched their ticket. Winners of the SWAC title game over Prairie View A&M, 80-61. San Diego State going dancing. Utah State's tournament hopes might have been dashed tonight. San Diego State wins it 68-57 over Utah State. Houston trailing against Memphis. 4 minutes left to go. 66-64. Memphis leading. And Georgetown over Creighton from the get-go. 54-28 is Ohio looking good. Up against Buffalo. MAC tournament final 22-11. We get back into action. Texas by 8. Oklahoma State going to get the basketball back. 3:15 remaining tonight in this matchup. The Cowboys, you can never count them out, especially late in games. Cunningham has it now at the left wing perimeter. Cade shoots the three off the back iron, missed it. Tipped up in the air. Texas grabs the rebound with 3 minutes left to go. No, Baylor should not be playing Georgetown. Georgetown much better than the 16 seed. They could play them though if they win against a 4 seed there. They would play them in the Sweet 16 if they do advance to the Sweet 16. Probes family, welcome to the stream here. Texas back to the line. He just got fouled, so it's going to send Jace Fabrice to the line. First free throw is good. Second free throw, got it. At the line by Fabrice. 81-71 with under 3 minutes left to go. Cunningham now has the basketball, right wing perimeter. Cade dribbles top of the key as he's guarded by Andrew Jones. Cunningham still has it, backs his way in there. Cunningham now with the ball, spin move. Shot fake, puts one up and got it. Banks it up and then off the backboard, good for 2. 81-73 now. 2.5 left to go. Cunningham with 17 in the second half. Texas has it. They'll take it past half court for the Longhorns. Matt Coleman Now with the ball. Top of the key, he has it. Coleman dribbles to the right wing perimeter. Bounce pass left wing. Shot fake, Brock Cunningham. Shot gets swatted, and it comes up with Oklahoma State now with the ball with a foul picked up from behind by Texas. Clock will stop with 2:09 left to go. Gonzaga should have no problem with Georgetown. I think Drew Timmy should be able to handle Qudus Wahab in the post really well. That's the thing. And they got multiple weapons on that team for Gonzaga. It's just crazy that Georgetown is doing that to Creighton right now. First free throw, got it. At the line by Oklahoma State. Ain't over yet. Over 2 minutes left to go. Second free throw coming up, and that one is good. At the line by Caleb Boone. So it's a 6-point game with 2 minutes left to go. What seed do I think North Carolina is going to end up with? I'm going to say around like a 9 for UNC. So like 8-9 mark or so. They'll probably play a 1 in the second round. I think best bet for a 1 is this ball gets stolen away. Oklahoma State has the basketball. It takes up the court, and the shot gets blocked. Oh, it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Oklahoma State, the refs say. So it went out of bounds. Last touch by Avery Anderson out of bounds. 1:51 left to go. Texas going to have it back. Yo, Ohio's looking good so far. Holy smokes. Creighton down by 30. Yeah, I would say best bet for North Carolina would be, in my opinion, Michigan. Against a one seed like Michigan. Because Michigan's been on and off lately. Yeah, Memphis up against Houston. 1:50 left to go. Inbound Texas. Also, Oklahoma State's in the double bonus as well as we update. In a 6-point game. What if Gonzaga loses to Georgetown? That'd be like one of the biggest upsets ever in college basketball history. Going up with UMBC and Virginia. Just topping that. Coleman almost lost it. Gets it back, though. Matt Coleman, top of the key. Dribble drive inside. Floats it up mid-range. Off the mark. Missed it. Offensive rebound keeps alive for Texas. Texas puts it back outside to Coleman. Coleman now with the ball. Minute 15 left to go. Texas has it. Moves it out to the right wing, though. We got a foul by Oklahoma State, I believe. Clock will stop with 1:16. So 1:16 remaining. After this game, by the way, I'll be covering Florida State versus Georgia Tech. Feel free to stop on by for that stream. If you guys are new here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Yeah, foul's taking this toll tonight on Oklahoma State. Avery Anderson just fouled out. Oh yeah, gonna be a lot of busted brackets for sure. Oklahoma State just fouled out with Avery Anderson. So Matt Coleman coming up at the line. First free throw, drills it. Coleman, second free throw, and that one is good. 83-75, minute 16 left to go. Not looking good for Oklahoma State. If Gonzaga lost, who would be my number 2 pick? That would be Baylor. Texas, though, they are heating up at the right time. 1:10 remaining. The only thing that Texas can't do, they can't let this get to their heads and be like, yeah, we're Big 12 champions, and then keep the celebration going like Iowa State 2 years ago and lost in the first round to the Buckeyes. Jumper, good for 2. Oklahoma State knocks it down. 8 over till it's over as we take a timeout here. 1:02 left to go. David just read this. Second time since 1954 that a team from North Carolina has not been in the final. Wow. That's right for the ACC tournament. 83-77, 102 left to go. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by for this stream. We'll be back later tonight, Georgia Tech versus Florida State for the ACC Tournament Final. Tomorrow night, we'll be covering 2 games, and then also Selection Sunday live stream as well. So cannot wait for tomorrow. The SEC Tournament tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Alabama is going to take on LSU, and then after that one, Illinois taking on Ohio State in the Big Ten Tournament title game. The Master wants Gonzaga versus Baylor in the final. That's my prediction too for the final. We were supposed to have that game back on December 5th and it got canceled. Yeah, Oklahoma State's really struggled from 3 tonight. 4 for 16 from the perimeter. And definitely going to need a 3 coming up. Cunningham been a hot hand here, especially when it comes to second half points. 23 tonight total by Cunningham. 19 of those in the second half. Texas about to get the inbound underneath. They're going to pass it over. Ball into the hands of Sims. Takes the pass half court, and Oklahoma State picks up the foul. 58 seconds left to go, so Jericho Sims will go to the line, shoot 2 in the double bonus. Wow, Memphis looking to pull off the upset over Houston. And that'll be another bid stealer. We got 58 seconds. Since 1996, North Carolina or Duke didn't play in the ACC Conference Championship game. Wow. With either of those teams. Haven't missed an ACC title game. So first free throw coming up by Jericho Sims, and he drills it for Texas. Yeah, crazy bid stealers. Gonna be an insane tournament. Second free throw coming up now. Texas hit the front and missed it. Still a chance for Oklahoma State. They gotta draw a 3 this possession though. They take a pass half court. Cunningham slows it down. You gotta use urgency now with the ball. Cunningham dribbles top of the key. Takes the 3 over Andrew Jones. Missed it. Off the back iron and off the fingertips out of bounds to Oklahoma State. Keelan Boone just could not put that one together as it was off his fingertips out of bounds. So that's a crushing possession there for the Cowboys. Yeah, imagine Oregon State, Georgetown, and Memphis or Cincinnati. Crazy. Yeah, it could happen with Oregon State, honestly. I'm not trusting Colorado. Colorado almost lost to California in their first game. They had lost to California back in conference play, and they had also lost against Washington as well. So I'm not trusting Colorado tonight. Even though I do predict Colorado will win, I think it's going to be a close game. But I wouldn't be shocked, honestly, if if Oregon State wins that game. 42.5 seconds left to go, 7-point game. It's going to send Texas back to the line again as Oklahoma State picks up the personal foul. Andrew Jones shooting 2. 80% of the C is the first one good by Andrew Jones. Yeah, Colorado beat USC 3 times. Because USC, they're reliant heavily on the front court for USC, so they have that matchup in them. See, that's the type of matchup that would give North Carolina problems, I think. Because UNC, North Carolina, kind of the same type of teams there, where Colorado is more guard-based on their type of roster. That free throw is good by Jones. 86-77, Oklahoma State missed a shot. Rebound, Texas, tie up, forced underneath. It's going to be Oklahoma State basketball. Alan, welcome to the stream. Appreciate it, man, for stopping by. Yeah, Creighton needs some height. Definitely agree there. That's the big problem that they were missing heading into the offseason. They had a couple front court pieces, I think, with like Ryan Kalkbrenner, but they really need some size going up against Georgetown. The right corner 3, they drill it by Oklahoma State. Count the bucket, timeout taken. Likely hits a much-needed 3 from the corner. 26 seconds left to go. Good question, Bradley. Let's see here. How many conference tournament finals are tomorrow? Let's see here. What we got for... Okay, so for tomorrow... SEC, Big Ten, American, Patriot League is tomorrow. The Atlantic 10. I think there's 5. Yeah, I got the American, I think. Yeah, American Atlantic 10, SEC, Patriot League, and Big 10. So there's 5, I believe. Vaughn's ready to fill out this bracket tomorrow night. Oh, yeah. We got so many bids dancing here at this moment. Georgetown, 6 minutes away, leading Creighton 63-37. Ohio, crushing Buffalo in the MAC tournament final. 1 minute left to go, 36-20. Eastern Washington in the Big Sky up against Montana State, 10-3 in the tournament final. San Diego State and Texas Southern have punched their tickets in to the big dance as I speak. 26 seconds left to go. Texas gets the inbound and the foul. A bad foul by Oklahoma State considering who they just fouled. It's going to send Courtney Ramey to the line shooting too. Yeah, Loyola Maryland playing Colgate. They could make it in tomorrow. Yeah, Loyola Maryland, they'd be like the worst team ever to make the tournament. If they do, they have a record of 7-10, I think. Oh, man. Colgate's 13-1, I believe. Alan took the Georgetown pick on $4 odds. Gonna get $400. Appreciate it, man. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I really like the bigs for Georgetown and the size of them against the Creighton team that's basically relying upon the 3. I wasn't expecting that at all. Really wasn't. I thought Georgetown would win by like single digits, like 1 or 2. Didn't think they'd be up by 30 at one point. First free throw missed. Second free throw coming up. Texas drills it by Ramey. Texas by 7. Next game, I'm going to take Florida State by 7. 81-74 for my prediction. I like the size and athleticism for Florida State. Yes, Georgetown winning the Big East. I agree there, Trey T, and it's too bad. Syracuse had won against Georgetown. That's a slap in the face. Top of the key, 3 goes down by Cunningham. 16 seconds left to go. Ain't over till it's over. Pass up the court. Texas has it. Oh, you get the foul. Oh, they break the double team, and they dunk it. Underneath by Kai Jones. Oh, Oklahoma State crushed themselves with that position. Didn't get back defensively. They could have fouled Jericho Sims, but didn't. We're just a couple of inches away from fouling him. Couldn't get him, though. Sims breaks the half-court press, lobs it over the top on a 2-on-1, and they throw it down by Kai Jones, and that's going to be the exclamation point. Jones got fouled as well from behind. Free throw, missed it off the mark. Rebound Cowboys, 12 seconds left to go. At the left wing perimeter. Shot fake, Cunningham takes the 3. It's up. Got it. Triple right there by Cunningham. 89-86. 6 seconds left to go. They get a foul. Inbound. Foul picked up. Andrew Jones going to go to the line, shoot 2 with 6.3 seconds. Does Georgetown knock out Michigan State? No. They knock out Utah State. Georgetown going to knock out Utah State or St. Louis. Syracuse gets knocked out if Oregon State wins tonight. Syracuse also gets knocked out if Memphis wins against Houston, and that means auto bid from the American. Quick scoreboard update on that game going on right now. Houston leading Memphis, final minute, 45 seconds left to go, 72-71. So yes, Michigan State is still in. Michigan State and Louisville in the playing game. What a game. After this, I'll be covering Florida State versus Georgia Tech. Feel free to stop on by for that game. First free throw, got it by Texas. Second one. At the line, knocks it down. 91-86, 3 seconds left to go. Cunningham going to float one up. No good, missed it. Rebound Texas. And this game goes final. What a game, though. Love the fight by Oklahoma State, just Texas. Too good in the interior in this matchup here for Texas. Cade Cunningham came roaring back, scored 29 points total. Texas, though. Matt Coleman, what a game. 30 points for him tonight. Came on strong. 21 by Jericho Sims along with 14 rebounds and Kai Jones with 13 points. We'll be back, everyone, for the next game, Florida State versus Georgia Tech in a couple minutes, everybody. Appreciate all for stopping by, being a part here. Texas gets the W tonight in this one. Before I do sign off, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Going to thank the channel members out here on the stream. Got 12 channel members: Jack, Jason, Aaron, Dawad, Edwin, the sports expert, Warren, Manon Hayes, Robert Mays, Someone Yee, made by Aiden and A2 the GOAT, hashtag GXC. We'll be back in about like 6 to 7 minutes from now, next stream, Florida State versus Georgia Tech for the ACC tournament title. Feel free to join me there. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night, as this is Behind Your Basketball.